Hey, gamers. Hey, hello. We're back. We're gamers. Welcome to the stream. We are back on the clear a bunch of short games Weird Champ Friday grind. Wario is dead. I killed him. I sealed him in the earth, never to be seen again. Maybe. Welcome to the next thing. Pokemon trading card game. We remember him. You remember him. We remember him. We're keeping all the Wario BTTV emotes though. They're too good. Even what is this one? Wah sad or something? Yeah, Wario sad. Even that, the one that was never used. We're keeping fucking Wario sad. We're keeping all of them. I swore to God when I woke up this morning that I wouldn't open this stream talking about Wario. I swore in my heart that we would not fucking open Pokemon trading card game talking about Wario, and here we are talking about Wario. Guys, does everything sound okay? I never know what to do with like Game Boy or like 8-bit stuff like this. One, did you know that the Game Boy, not just the Game Boy, but the Game Boy Advance, I think the DS maybe fixed this. None of these systems had a true 4:3 aspect ratio for the screen. The Game Boy's screen is like thin, it's like tall and narrow. The GBA is some fuckhead, crazy ass bat fuck, like 5:3 aspect ratio or something crazy. I never know what to do. And I never know how it's gonna sound. I don't know what the fuck's going on. You guys, welcome to the stream. Pokemon trading card game for Game Boy Color. What's up to Kingo, Pixie, and Burridge? Wario shot in the fucking face. Look, base set, jungle, fossil, 10-9. Like, that's so made up. That's so fucking made up. And look, do you ever notice that when the energy goes off the screen, it changes to a different energy? Where are the energies going? Are they cycling out? Or is it just like an energy conversion? How many times do you want to hear this little like 30-second loop here? Guys, this game, everybody who's here right now knows it. This game is so goddamn charming and good. Look at that fucking, who bought them? Who bought those? Who bought those? Do you remember that the jungle one also had... Who else did it have on it? There were a couple packs you could get. I gotta look that stuff up. I know that I think the fossil packs also had a Lapras on the front, and there might have been a Zapdos on the front of one of them too. The jungle was, that Scyther is the one I remember the most. Maybe there was a Vileplume or a Pinsir one too. Who the heck? The old Wizard, the old like card wraps for the Wizard of the Coast like sets are so crazy. Again, like we'll see them here again in 2-3 seconds. But like there was something about the way that they just didn't even feel like they had like they felt like fake. They didn't even feel like real Pokemon, like a real Pokemon thing that should exist. They were so unregulated in a way that that like the you know, like the Pokemon Company's now handled version of the trading card game would never do. They had the weirdest wraps, and I loved them. Guys, welcome to the Pokemon trading card game. This is a Game Boy version of the, you know, the Pokemon collectible or, you know, trading card game, the classic game from the 90s, and still now. They made the video game to sell the card game, I'm sure, but because it was the 90s and no one did anything fucking half-assed when it came to video games back then, they made a real-ass game that was just a charming little RPG kind of thing where you go around and you know, it's sort of like a Pokemon story, but it's with the card game instead. I love it. It's wonderful. I did not have this game or play this when I was a kid. But the game makes me feel like I did play it as a kid, kind of. Because it's about a property that I love so dearly. And it's about a bunch of fucking trading cards that I actually had and still have in real life. And, you know, it's a good old Game Boy game. Hell yeah. Let's get started. Paris. Whoops. Press. Okay. Here's our guy. He fucking rules. This guy is so fucking cool looking. I don't care that he's a little bit stretched and squashed just because the Game Boy aspect ratio is wrong. He still looks fucking cool. Could we have just kept it the original NSO Switch Online thing? Yeah, we could, but there's too much fucking black bars on that shit. This guy's sick. What should we name him? I did a playthrough of this game earlier this year even. So this came out on NSO, like, what, last month or something? It got announced to come out on the NSO, the Nintendo Switch Online service, towards the beginning of the year. And I don't remember if I was still doing it or if I had just finished it. But I, on a whim, just did a playthrough of this game at the very beginning of the year. It was like the first game I beat, because I have it on the 3DS. It was not my first time playing the game, but I went through the game earlier this year, and then we found out it was coming to Switch, and I was like, you know what? I'm playing that again. I'm just gonna play it again because it's, you know, it's such a varied game. Like, and no playthrough is gonna go exactly the same way. You can do whatever you want, really. Very replayable. So I just figured, hell yeah, I love it, and it would be fun to play. How about Snuggy? What about like Jabbo? That kind of sounds like sounds a little bit like a made-up slur. What about Jabby? Jably. We need Kingo here for this. How many characters do we have? 6, right? Yeah, the face cam, we got, you know, Yugi playing his trump. Yugi's playing the can you imagine? Here's what I wanted to do with the face cam originally. I wanted to find some way to get it to be Yugi and Kaiba, just because the idea of him being like Flaney and then Kaiba like doing that like that blast of light when he gets defeated. I thought it just gave me such a funny idea. What if we call it like, oh, what about like, this is crazy. What about like Level X? Rah! Slammy? We could sit here all day. Level X, they actually had that in the Pokemon trading card game at one point. I think that was the very first EX type Pokemon card. I think that was in Gen 3. They were Level X's. That was on that e-reader shit. What do you know about that e-reader shit? I was gonna say about the face cam originally. My idea that I had was, it was gonna be Yugi, but he was gonna be revealing like one of the cards from this game, like a really strong card or something. But I couldn't decide on like the one I was thinking the most was Hitmonchan. I couldn't really decide 100% though on like which one I wanted it to be. So then I was like, what if it doesn't have any Pokemon in it at all? And that was how I settled on the Fire Emblem Cypher Flaney card. I don't know. It really made me laugh. I was having a great time thinking about it. What if we called him like Ulti? Oh, this is so sensitive on my fucking titties. I'm so sensitive on my Switch Pro Controller control stick. I'm gonna have to use the D-pad. I could go get over there and pop those bad boy Joy-Cons off the thing. We could always go with, you know, Fuka. Desco? What if we called him... Call him, like, Cardly. No. I think his name has to have the spirit of like a Saturday morning, you know, like a Saturday morning licensed toy property tie-in. But like he's all about adventure and good vibes too, kinda. Like, what about like, what about like Gomer, dude? Sleevey. Oh my god, it's gonna take us for fucking ever. What about, like, Romero? That's kind of raw. Sleevey? I like... Sleeve... Oh, Sleeve Eye. I hate that even more. Joker? What about, like... We cannot call him Joker. What do you think will finish first, though? This or Persona? That's a decent question. Wario, maybe not. Maybe it was a little misguided for Wario, but don't we think this is at least a decent question? What if we called him... Oh, wait a minute. I've got it. It's perfect, right? 8 Stop. It's still... It kind of sounds like a name. I think this is it, baby. Do we like that, or do we like do we like the dash, or do we think it should have a space? I'm calling him 8 Stop. It's a name for sure. Like shortstop, short stack. 8 Stop. Done. 8 Stop is crazy about Pokemon and Pokemon card collecting. Hell fucking yeah. 8 Stop has a sick bandana too. Doesn't he look... He looks so much like... Like, not... Like, if there were... If instead of Pokemon, if there were another Pokemon anime series, but it was about playing the collectible card game, which there now is a Pokemon animated series about that. It came out this year. I haven't watched it yet. But apparently it's pretty alright. I should watch it. Maybe I'll watch that so I'll have something to talk about on these between weeks. Hey, that's so fucking loud. All right, let's see. What do we? What, Seaver? What's up? Thank you for the raid. What's up to Sayas, Nitrum, Brudge, Zebra, Isaac, and Buddy Bro. Space, Egg, Agoo. Agoo would have been a good name for him as well. You guys didn't miss anything. We were just... All we did so far was have our first wave of nostalgia. Then we talked about Wario. And now we named our guy 8 Stop. This is literally the second line of text in the entire game. Yes, this is on... We're playing this on Switch. Look. Don't tell anybody. I just changed the... It's stretched a little bit. Maybe fit the layout. It's still on Switch, don't worry. Yeah, this guy looks sick. His name's Mark. And then in Pokemon Trading Card Game 2, there's a girl named Mint who's pretty fucking cool, too. She's fucking cool. And so is our guy, Mark. Totally Mark. We're still in it. There's more. Well, he's not Mark right now, though. He's 8 Stop. And 8 Stop is crazy about... Hey, Zebra, thank you again so much for the raid. 8 Stop is crazy about Pokemon and Pokemon card collecting. Real talk, same. One day, 8 Stop heard a rumor. The legendary Pokemon cards, extremely rare and powerful. Cards held by Pokemon Trading Card Game's greatest players. The Grand Masters are searching for one to inherit the legend. Dreaming of inheriting the legendary Pokemon cards, 8 Stop visits the Pokemon card researcher, Dr. Mason. Why does he fucking researching cards? Oh my god! Look at all those places we're gonna get to go. There are dungeons in this game, Sis. Don't tell Sis there are dungeons in this. Sis, there's dungeons in this game. There's no voice acting in this. Why the rush, 8 Stop? We're not doing our fucking, why the rush, 8 Stop? What? There's no fucking voice acting. Except Dr. Mason sounds like Foghorn Leghorn. I say, you want to learn how to play the Pokemon Trading Card Game. So you too finally want to start playing the card game. Dueling's more fun than just collecting cards, Minami-kun. Natsuno Minami does not know how to play the Pokemon Trading Card Game. First, you should try playing with a practice deck. I'll give you this deck, and now you'll need an opponent. Here we fucking go. Everybody give it up for DTS. Hey, Sam! Play with him for a while. Dual Tech fucking Sam. Fuck you, Dual Tech Sam. Shut the fuck up, guy. Yes, Dr. Mason. Hello, 8-Stop. Okay, give it a try. This guy has had all the voices now. Now he's Ford Cruller. Hey, 8-Stop, hurry and come over here. Alright, ask Sam the basics of the game. I am going... If you don't know how to play the Pokemon trading card game, I'm going to give you a pat on the back right now. Don't worry. It's so easy to learn how to do, and I am going to explain it infinitesimally better than Dual Tech fucking Sam. We're not listening to any of this shit. Is that all? You didn't ask me any questions. Yes. Actions speak louder than words, so let's play a game. There's no voice acting in this game. Yeah, what's up, Odin? We love this tutorial. You'll be coaching me. If you don't do as I say, you won't be able to proceed. It might be easier if you read the Pokemon trading card game instruction booklet while we play. Did this game, Game Boy Color box, come with an instruction booklet? I would assume it must have, right? Just like maybe the one that came in the structure decks. It must have, right? It probably did. Okay. There he is. Honestly, he's pretty wholesome. He's kind of cute. Fuck you, Dual Tech Sam. So anyone who's played this game knows that they always make you go through this practice battle, and it is so fucking railroaded that it just is like, if you're starting a new game, it's just a hassle to get through. But also, we do have the best song of all time here to listen to. But I want to, you know, whenever we start one of these playthroughs, especially a game I've already played before, I have so much things. Yo, Sham, more like Sam. Hey, Nitro, thanks for the resub. If you're sleepy, don't even worry about it. But hey, I appreciate you coming through. Whenever we start a playthrough of a game that I've played before, which is not that often, I always have so many things I want to talk about. But I think right now we're just going to kind of go through the tutorial. Yeah, this is a day to dance for sure. Or maybe even a Mario Please. Try that one. I think a Mario Please would be good with this one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's the good shit. Hey, Sis, my day was just fine. Hell yeah. Alright. We're not even shuffling the deck. The decks are fucking stacked. Sam was set up to lose in this battle. Choose a basic Pokemon to place in the arena. Alright, so here's how you play the game. Sis, pay attention. When you start your game, you draw 7 cards. And get ready for the battle. Choose your active Pokemon. You can only choose basic Pokemon as your active Pokemon. So you can choose either Goldeen or Staryu. For our practice duel, choose Goldeen. Alright, so the way this game works is it's a monster summoning card game, just like fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Magic. It's the same exact thing. But like Pokemon the RPG, you can only have one Pokemon out in like the active slot at a time. And it has to be a basic Pokemon, which is just any of the Pokemon that haven't evolved yet. So like he said, we have Goldeen and Staryu. We also have Seeking in our hand, but we can't play Seeking. So he wants us to play Goldeen, so we're going to do that. You don't have to pay any cost or anything to put down a basic Pokemon, nothing like that. You just put it down. Yeah, that's how you have to start the game that way. You cannot begin the game until you have a basic Pokemon in your hand, because there needs to be something in the active slot. Then you got the bench. You can put 5 basic Pokemon on the bench. There's no face down. The bench, here's where I think the biggest miss is, and I get it definitely makes more sense to like a little kid to call it the bench, because it's laid out like that, like on the playmat. But I think it would have been way cooler if they called this the party. Because it's basically what it is. You got 6 Pokemon, you have 1 active, and you have 5 on the bench, just like the video game. So now we gotta put Staryu on the fucking bench. He's chilling out there. He's just a little guy. An inherent effect or an effect for cost. And sis, when you have no Pokemon to put on your bench, press the B button. That's in the physical card game too. You have to look at your opponent dead in the eyes and say B button, and if they don't look you dead in the eyes as well, you get to kick them under the table. Now, prizes. But Dr. Mason will tell us about all that shit. I'm telling you the things Dr. Mason doesn't tell you about. Alright, now a gentleman's coin toss. Now, if you can believe it, like I said, I'm psychic. And I know that we are going to roll a heads here to start. Ready? Also, look at this little Pikachu, and when it comes down, everybody put :D. Ah! You play first. The little Pikachu. Ah! 8 stops turn. I draw. My insane pace. Alright, now here's where it gets a little crazy, Sis. Pay fucking attention. To use the attack command, Sis, you need to attach energy cards to your Pokemon. You choose cards from the menu. Select a water energy card. Then you choose your active Pokemon and press the A button. Then the water energy will be attached to Goldeen. Finally, attack your opponent by selecting an attack command. Choose attack from the menu and select Horn Attack. Dr. Mason's not telling me fucking anything. Alright, so what's cool about this game is it's so easy to just like look around and check everything out. You can check your opponent's play area. You can check your play area. There's a fucking glossary? Our gloss? What the hell? Alright. So, Goldeen has 1 attack. It's called Horn Attack. And it costs 1 water energy to use. Now, the cool thing about this game, as opposed to, like, I think Magic the Gathering is kind of like this. Because you need, like, Magic the Gathering, you got to use mana to do your things. And that, I think, like, goes away, right? Or, like, you got to putting down land or some shit. I don't fucking know how Magic works. You got to put down land to get mana to attack. In this, it's kind of like that. The energy is a little bit like mana. As long as you you tap for mana. In this, the mana is like equipped to your Pokemon, basically, and use it for a number of different things. You can use it to do attacks, also retreat, if your Pokemon has a retreat cost, like Staryu has 1 colorless, and that means any energy Sis. 1 retreat cost, but you also need it to attack. You need it for all kinds of things. It's your thing that you need it for. That's how you do things, Sis. How about a card game where you tap my nuts? Yeah, the Machop card is so fucking good. Dr. Mason's over there like, what the fuck? What the hell? He already knows how to play that game. What the hell? Machop is stronger! But, we have an ace in the hole here. 8 stops turn. I draw. Look at these fucking lines. Your Goldeen's gonna get knocked out. Let's evolve it. Like from Pokemon. Choose Seeking from your hand and attach it to Goldeen to evolve it. Its HP increases from 40 to 70. So level is there to, I believe, differentiate between different versions of the same Pokemon or something. I think that's why they put the level on there. There may later in the game be cards that do have something to do with level, that interact with level in some way. But at this point in the trading card game, it's just there because it's because it's based on an RPG, but 2 because they print different Pokemon of the same type, and even though the picture and the moves are fucking different, the level that's all the level really is for. HP increases. Seeking doesn't have enough energy to use Waterfall. Remember how that was Seeking's special move in the first game in Gen 1? We need to attach a Psychic Energy? But he really is just saying that because he's teaching us strategy right now. We'll show you. I'll show you guys in a second. Now let's play the game. All right, so just like Yu-Gi-Oh! Says, I'm going to put this in fucking terms you can understand. Just like Yu-Gi-Oh! You can't evolve your Pokemon on the first turn they're in play. That goes for the active Pokemon and the bench. They have to be down on the field one turn. It's the same thing as sacrifices. But in this, of course, it's evolution instead, because it's the Pokemon trading card game, Sis. And what he's saying is, we'll use the Psychic Energy because we don't have any Pokemon that need specifically Psychic Energy right now. But Seeking's Waterfall costs a 1 water and then any energy. So we'll put the Psychic on him so we can save the water energies for Staryu. And then we're gonna hit him with a big old Waterfall. Well, I'm just talking about like in the old game, in the original base game Yu-Gi-Oh. Because in this game, I mean, the current version of this game, there's all kinds of crazy shit you can do anyway. Like, you can do too. But at the most basal point of both games, you had to have a monster down for 1 turn before you could evolve. Yeah, and you can only evolve once per turn. So you have a 3-stage line. You can only go to the middle stage, which they call stage 1. In this game, it's basic stage 1, stage 2 is how they delineate the evolutionary forms, which is funny because it's still how I think about every Pokemon. Like when people say it's a 3-stage line, I'm like, no, there's basic stage 1, stage 2, which is like, doesn't really make sense, but that's how it works. Yeah, each HP counter is 10. So Machop, if we had looked at him, we would have seen Machop has 50 HP. We did 10 damage with Horn Attack, and then 30 with Waterfall. Yeah, it's like ground floor, first floor, second floor. Rattata, classic. Rattata, for the people that know Pokemon trading card game, more like Cracked-a-ta. It's kind of a good card. It's not that good. It's kind of good though. Yeah, the original Pokemon trading card games came with these fucking. They were wonderful. They were little like Mancala beads almost. They were blue and yellow or like gold for your side and your opponent's side, and they were the shit. And I think they may have also come with a real coin, but then they eventually started. Actually, that may not be true. They eventually the coins started being cardboard, but I think those first structure decks may have had a real coin in them too. I could be wrong about that one though. I think they did have. I think if you bought one of the structure decks, they did come in a little pouch. But eventually they did start being cardboard, which is, at that point, it's like, just roll a die. Alright, Dr. Mason, let's finish this shit up. I already know how to play the game. Seeking's got the goods, so we don't need to attach anymore. So we're going to put an energy on Staryu. Oh, the other thing, hold on. What the fuck am I doing? Oh. I think they make you use Horn Attack here too, which you don't have to you don't have to exactly knock out. We could use Waterfall again and it would be fine. It doesn't matter. There's no like overkill in this game. There's no life points either. So if we used Waterfall and took 10 damage off Machop and dealt 20 additional damage to the player, that's not in the game. That's from Yu-Gi-Oh! Sis. The other thing is you can only put on one water, you can only put, what if it was just water energy? You can only attach 1 energy per turn also. So that's what you have to think about too. And when you knock out a Pokemon, you get a prize. Our prize was a water energy. That's the stupidest prize. I already have like 4 of those in my hand. Now, the cool thing about the prizes, and some might call this cool, some might say this stinks, but The cool thing about the prizes is they come out of your deck. So if it adds a little bit of an element of randomness too, because normally you play with 6 prizes. A card you really need might be a prize card, which kind of sucks. Like it's pretty chaotic, but I also think it's pretty cool too, just because it's like sometimes you'll pick up a prize and you'll be like, that's what I wanted. And even in this game, in this basic form of the game, there are search cards that let you like look through your deck for certain things. And it's really funny to be looking through your deck and being like, what the fuck? And then realize what you were looking for is actually in the prizes. But I mean, it still gives you knowledge. Oh no, Raticate Hababite. The translations from the actual trading card into this video game version, I think most of them are actually incredible. Like, look at how detailed the Seeking one is. Maybe it's not as, like, maybe you don't appreciate it as much if you don't know what that original Seeking card looked like. But it looks an awful lot like that fucking original, like, base Seeking card. It looks really good. The Raticate one, though, is one of the few I think that doesn't look very good. It really doesn't look very much like the card at all. They had to sacrifice a little bit on that one. I am not even putting Drowsy into play. Don't even tell me to. No. You lose the game. It says you lose the game if all your Pokemon are knocked out and there's none on the bench. So even if your opponent still has prizes left, if you have no Pokemon in play, you're out. You have to have one in play, whether it's inactive or one on the bench that you then move to your active slot. Just like the video game. Attach water energy to Drowsy. We live in a godless world. Thanks, Mace. All right, we'll put Drowsy on the bench. What? The type of energy that you attach to your Pokemon don't have anything to do with what their attack does. That's all dependent on their type. There's 6 types. No, 7 types, right? There's 7 types. Fire, water, grass, lightning, fighting, psychic, and colorless. 7 types. Raticate's colorless type. Seeking is water, obviously. Don't like that the black dots mean health missing. They're filled in, sis. Filled in is not good when you start with none. You gotta think of them like little Mancala beads, sis. They're counters. In the card game, you would put the little beads on your Pokemon to indicate how much damage it had taken. They're counters. It was definitely designed so kids could play it. Because unlike, again, like something like Yu-Gi-Oh!, either you're gonna knock out a monster or you're gonna attack something with higher defense and it's gonna, or something just in defense mode and it's not gonna do anything. In this game, you have to pay attention to how much damage your card has taken. So that's why they were little beads, I guess. Because otherwise, how would you remember? You can't just take a marker and mark it off on your HP on the card. You'll ruin the card, young sis. I'm putting Staryu. I'm not putting Drowsy into play, you fucking guy. It's important to know your cards and the status of your Pokemon. Now let's play the game. What do you think I've been doing, old man? Watch this. I'm top decking Starmie. Oh, what? Haba? Staryu evolves into Starmie. That's awesome, dude, but I drew a potion. Let's get Staryu ready to use Starmie's attack command when it evolves to Starmie. I guess in this instance, he wants me to already know what Starmie can do. Get my card ready so I can, when I evolve into Starmie, I'll be able to attack. But you would know that. This guy never shuts up. This Raticate, though, I got him dead to rights. No, not Machop. He's so strong. Look at him lifting up that boulder with one giant gangly hand. He switched on me because he didn't want his Raticate to get knocked out. If it knocked out, he would have lost the game. When I was a kid, I always thought he was lifting the world. Cause it kind of in the color in the card game version where you can see all the colors, it kind of has like sort of like a mystical looking like color palette, and it looks like he's holding like a planet or something. I thought it was the Earth back in the day, which doesn't really make sense. It's just a big rock. But why aren't we switching to Drowsy the second time? I will never in my life switch to that Drowsy. Because we're going to learn about trainer cards. So these are your spells, basically. Spell cards. Spells. These are your support cards. Obviously, potion. Everybody knows what it does. We all played the game. Dr. Mason. This lets you heal 20 HP. Eventually, the Pokemon card game changed the trainer cards to be, there's trainer and supporter now, and I think supporter you can only play one of per turn. But in this version of the game, you can play however many fucking trainer cards you want. You can just keep playing those fuckers. In this version, in the OG early shit, you can do whatever you want in this game, Mirakun. Can I attach an energy to start you? Okay. Am I going rogue here? Am I going off the grid? Did he tell me to do that? He probably did, because I think Star Freeze does take 3 waters, right? What you got, guy? Why did you even do that, guy? You know you're about to lose to me. The decks are stacked. We didn't even shuffle the decks. Top deck Starmie. Wow, you finally top decked that Starmie I set there so you could draw. Choose it from your hand and use it to evolve into Star You. Whew. And use Suri Freeze! What if we evolved Star You into Starmie and Starmie went, let's kill the hole! Yeah, these Star You and Starmie cards, some of the early, well, really still even now, but a lot of the early Pokemon trading card games were these crazy like CG things. A lot of them are 3D modeled, and the Star You and the Starmie ones definitely are. They're like weird, cool looking early like archaic CG. Yeah, damage carries to evolution. But all evolved Pokemon are going to have higher HP than the pre-evolved form. And Starmie even has a move that lets you heal, but the evolved Pokemon are generally pretty cracked. Star Freeze has a status effect. Sizz, they're in the game. At least most of them. I think freezing just turned into paralysis. A lot of the stuff that's in the RPG is sort of condensed down into this game. Again, there's only 7 types. But there's paralysis, there's poison, sleep. I guess there's not burn either, right? Is burn just also part of poison? I think maybe there's only 3. Paralysis, sleep, and poison, and confusion are in this. Yeah, there is burn eventually, but not in this game. And of course, we're gonna get the little raw, beam, raw. Yeah, I also love the types, and I think it's really cool seeing how they decided which Pokemon were gonna be which type, which we will see later on into the game too. But it's interesting. It's also interesting how Pokemon, like the same Pokemon, has switched what types it would be as the game has progressed. Like, in this game, a lot of the poison types are grass. Even, like, Grimer or, like, some of those, like, you'd think those might be psychic. But they did later change them to psychic in a lot of, like, in some of the later expansions and stuff of the game as it went on. And, yeah, now they're dark, which is pretty cool. There's never been a poison type, so, like, they've always just gone under one of the other types. All right, and what happened? Machop? I almost called him Makoto. Machop was paralyzed, so he couldn't attack. But when the turn ends, the status ailment ends. But of course, we have another chance to cast it this turn, too, when we attack with Starmie. But Machop is dead to fucking rights. Attack with 3 freeze and kill the hoe. 8 stops the winner! Now let's play the game. Hey, Dr. Mason, you got a new line, guy. Stop! Freeze! And I'm gonna hit this Riz poison. Hell fucking yeah. I like the little animations, too. They're not a lot, but, like, the little beam, that's cool. Yeah, evolving does cure status ailments. So even if you have a status on your turn and you evolve, you'll get rid of it. But it does, like Sis said, it doesn't heal you or anything. All right, we got the most boring prizes in the book. What if the Machop up above there was like a big mound of clump of dirt, and on top was like a majestic tree? Stupid. Oh my fucking god! It only took 20 minutes, but it took what, an hour? It only took an hour, but we beat Dual Tech Sam. Holy shit! I always imagine Dr. Mason looking like a Dr. Einstein, kinda. He looks like a complete nerd. Basically, this is how the Pokemon trading card game is played. It's a game in which you try to knock out as many of your opponent's Pokemon as there are prizes. That's the gist of it. If you don't understand, talk to Sam. I will never do that again. It might be helpful to practice again, too. This time was just practice, so I had you follow everything I said. But there are other styles of play, so try them out by choosing normal duel. What if he had purple hair and was Nico? Nico Raw. Undead build. Let's build your deck. Did you bring the cards? Here you go, Doc. I got the cards. What if Doc's like, did you bring that fucking good shit? Let me add some of my own to yours. Oh my god, we're mingling? We're never gonna be able to take them apart. What kind of deck do you want? 8-stop. So this is fun. Just like the video game. We get to choose what deck we want. Now, again, like I was saying, I recently played a playthrough of this game, like earlier this year, and I picked Squirtle and Friends for that. So I'm down for either of these, Charmander or Bulbasaur. But I think we're gonna leave Squirtle and Friends out. One, because I personally think this is the strongest starter deck. This one has Hitmonchan, which is a really strong card, and it also has Lapras, which is a really strong card. It has the Blastoise line, which if you're gonna run a water deck is really good. And I think it maybe has some trainer. These ones have trainer cards that are sort of better than this one. But I think Squirtle and Friends has the best Pokemon in it. Dr. Mason. Oh, we gotta see this Dr. Mason. I don't even know what he looks like. Oh my god, he's insane! Yeah, that is what he looks like, huh? Alright, raw. So, I mean, I've played this game a couple times. I think I've played with all of these decks. I feel like I'm kind of leaning... Because the Bulbasaur deck is kind of cool. Like, the Bulbasaur deck is more like I'm a 2-year-old and I'm going to win with my favorites, kind of. I think this one has Butterfree line in it. Which is, like, not that... I mean, it's kind of a cool line, but not that much. I'm kind of feeling Charmander and Friends. What do we think? He's classic, right? There, really... You can gripe all you want, be a zoomer, but there's no Pokemon card that captured the imagination of the masses more than the base set first edition Charizard, right? So I think to give homage to that iconic card, I think we are gonna pick this one. Hell yeah. I have like 3 of them. You guys, I was thinking about this before we went live. I have my entire original childhood collection of Pokemon cards here in this room. In the Steiner room, in my closet, right up there, I have a JanSport blue binder with all of my original Pokemon cards that I still have from childhood. What if we did, like, a bonus stream or something at the end of this where we, like, looked through them? Do we think that could be kind of fun? I'd have to fish out my webcam, but like, would we want to do that? Would you guys want to see that? We could. I'd be down. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll play WarioWare Inc. and we'll do that. We'll do that. I've been in a big... I brought them with me because, one, they're old. It's not like something that I think even like a kid these days would really want, just because they're kind of crusty and like old cards. A lot of them are like scuffed on the sides, and I mean some of them are in good condition, but I was thinking like, what do I do with these? Like when I was moving, I found the binder and I was like, I kind of just can't bring myself to ever get rid of this. So I brought it with me here, and then because recently, like a month or two ago, Madame Wario put up a video where she was showing off like a binder she had of all the original. I think it was just like she was trying to do the original 150 of all the Pokemon, but like just from across all the expansions and stuff of the game. But she had a lot of the old base set jungle fossil, like the original Gen 1 cards. And so that made me nostalgic to crack open the binder and look through it. And I forgot how much fucking shit I have. Like, it isn't just like, like a 1 or 2 sleeves. It's a lot of fucking Pokemon cards in there. I gotta do something with them. Like, I feel like we have to show them off. So maybe we will do that. But for now, the only cards I have are Charmander and Friends. Charmander and go watch Friends. Play with your Charmander card while your parents watch Friends on TV in the 90s, Miraka. Do it with many different people. Why don't you go get knocked up again at one of the card clubs? There are people playing at those clubs. Dr. Mason's like, you gotta bring that good shit with you to get into those clubs, kid. Collect new cards and try building a new deck. Yeah, Jesus. All right, I guess I will. Go enjoy the innocence of my youth. Look, this game has a run button. Habawa? This Pokemon didn't even have this until Gen 3 came out. This game has a run button. Yeah, we'll change the text speed. Fast. I'm putting all the animations on though. Oh wait. Oh no, this is just 5, right? Yeah, 5. Whoops. But you know what? I never would remember to do that if Kingo didn't say it. I never changed the text speed for anything. One of my big complaints with this game, we should save too. One of my big complaints with this game is this is not a complaint. This is possibly the game's biggest asset. The soundtrack in this game rules. It's excellent. It's so fucking good. But when you hit pause, it plays its own song, which this song is not that good, I don't think. And you'd spend so much time in here, in this menu, like building your deck and everything, that I wish it just played the overworld music, because all the clubs have different themes and stuff too, so it would be cool to like go to a club I liked and where I liked the song of it and put that on while I was building a deck. But you gotta listen to this Xenoblade 3 fucking ass song, you know? Yeah, I am. We gotta defeat the Grandmasters and get the Master Medals. Those are the badges. Each 8 Masters have a Master Medal. Go to the Pokédome if you want to learn more about the cards. You want to see our deck? Yeah, we'll look at it in a second. Well, you get a booster pack of 10 cards when you defeat a club member. Now, the types of cards you get are different depending on what pack you get, and the packs you get are different depending on what club you're dueling a person in, because you can rebattle the trainers. And I'm not to the level of this game where I know what packs give you what cards. I know, like, generally, like, the science one, a lot of the time they give you cards from Fossil. I think that... What are the other ones called? Champion or whatever. The one that has Pikachu on it, I think those give you, like, a lot of base set cards. And I do know what Pokemon cards and stuff like that are from which expansions. But they're, like, a little different. So I don't know 100%. So remember how we were saying there's 7 types? Well, in this game, there's the Fighting, Water, lightning, grass, psychic, fire, rock, and science clubs. Science type! The different clubs use cards that are specific to that club. Science is a type, Mirakun. Alright, and then there's these emails that give you things as well, but I don't know if... Is this... Okay. Is he going to give me a booster pack for this? Card pop. Hey, this was something that nobody ever fucking did until this game just came out on NSO, and now you can card pop. This was the thing you used the infrared thing on your Game Boy to link up with another person. Or maybe did you use link cable, or was it... This was a Game Boy Color game, so you might have used the infrared thing. I don't remember. Is it link cable, or is it the like IR thing? Anyway, you get cards from doing it with your friends. I thought that shit was so cool, that little infrared scanner thing. Because I think do you mystery gift with that also? I think that's right. This was trademarked 1998, but I think that might be the trademark for the trading cards. When did this come out? I mean, it's a Game Boy Color game, and I guess the Game Boy Color did come out in 98, so maybe this did come out in 98, so that would be before Gold and Silver. Card pop. Hey, but look, we got a pack. This came out first. Are you saying this came out in the States before in Japan? Or you just mean before Gold and Silver? I definitely think it did come out before Gold and Silver. Which here we didn't get until 2000. All right, so we got some guys. Computer search. This is a great card. Really good thing to get right off the bat. One of the starter decks might come with this in it. This lets you discard 2 of your cards and search for any card from the deck and put it in your hand. This is the best search card in the game for sure, and there are a couple of them. This one is really strong. As you can see, it's marked with a star. In Pokemon trading card game, there were 3 levels of rarity. There's the circle, which is the common, the diamond is the uncommon, and the star is the rare. And then, of course, there were holo rares, too. I don't think the original trading card game had holo trainer cards, but there are holo trainer cards now. But I don't think it did. We got a Kadabra. Raticate will be good. Growlithe, Diglett, Nidoran, Staryu. Oh, cool. We got Abra and Kadabra here. And, of course, we got to get this cute little Pikachu. Look at him. And then every booster pack comes with 1 rare. Which now, you ever watch someone open trading card games on like YouTube and they always have to like take the card and like put the energy in front or something, and then they like move them around so you got the rare at the last one. They put the rare right at the top. And then everyone comes with 1 energy card too. Cool. So that was a pretty good pack. Again, also look, fucking. Oh, look, I gotta go through all this shit. Oh, here's something for you. Yeah. Sending you useful information by email. I'll also attach a booster pack, so check your mail. Check your mail often, kid. Wink. Dr. Mason? I'm getting out of here. Can you do this? Can we do the energy thing yet? We just got more cards, right? So I have to put another card into the deck. Did he say we got 30 cards? Because we definitely have 60 now. Maybe that's because I combined my powers with him. Alright, so in that case then, what do we want to do? They just have to be like in a deck, right? What did I just have? Plus power? Bill? Computer search? We're not gonna fuck with this yet. Yeah, how do you do this again? Because you can do a deck. Let's just cancel this, whatever change I made. You can do a deck that doesn't have, it's not, is it 60 cards per deck? I don't know how to play the game either, so it's fine. You can do a deck that doesn't have, like, that many cards, right? You need to have a basic Pokemon, I think. And then other than that, you're good. Right? Diglett! Oh, you do have to have 60 cards. Okay, never mind. But we would just put our into the deck we already have, right? Just take some guys out and put all the energy into our current deck. And then I think we can just remake the Charmander and Friends deck from the machine, right? Can I do that? Because I would kind of like our first battle to just be with the standard Charmander deck. I don't want to mess with it too much. Let's just take these guys out. And then, like Sis said, we are going to look at the cards we've got to start. Let's put some of these in here. So what we're doing right now, there's a handy trick you can do in this game. Everybody knows it. Where if you've got no energy cards in your currently available cards, I think it's this, no, this guy? Oh, do I have to do the duel? Well, I don't want to duel him if I took all my Charmanders out. All right, hold on. We're going back. It was in the other room. Oh, is it not that guy? Was it this guy? Did I just not talk to him? Yes. Okay, it's this guy. So he gives you, what, it's like 10 of each energy card or something crazy. Super useful. You definitely want this. Yeah. So now we have a lot more putty we can use to, you know, play the game. Like we can, you know, once we start getting more packs and stuff like that, now we can start putting our card, like, you know, we'll have the energy we need to make decks of different types than starting out like this. So that'll be good for us. Okay. Is there a way to put the... Which one of these things do a... The auto deck? Yeah, it's this one, right? Just do it. Oh. Yo, what's up, Narasonic? Listen to this little song. Water Beetle deck? What? Is it this one? Okay, I don't want to make the weird one. I want the original one. Is it this? Deck save. Build. Okay, cool. Yay. Alright. Okay. I'm saving again. We're never gonna fucking play the trading card game. Agoo. Every time we make a dumb move in this game, agoo. Kingo was telling me, he was like, or it was Pixel. Pixel was like, Pokemon trading card game, that's gonna take you like 2 sessions. I was like, Pixel, there's no fucking way it's gonna take 2 sessions. What are we looking at, Sis? It kind of looks like it says Mew deck. 4 Mew decks. All right. So here's what we got. So these starter decks are like a little scuffed. They run 3 types, which is not something I would normally do. I guess like we probably will build a deck like that just because it's funny. Like sometimes it's just fun to do like a bunch of random weird shit. But like 5 fighting Pokemon. What are these Pokemon even doing in this deck? Diglett, Dugtrio, Machop, and Machoke. All right, but so we got Charmander. Can I? Yes. Okay. Classic. These guys. I don't think Charizard was, but these guys were. I'll tell you who was. These guys were. I think you were. These guys definitely were. These guys are some of the most nostalgic and iconic Pokemon trading cards of all time to me, because these were in the very first starter deck for Pokemon trading card game, which came with the holographic Machamp, which was what I learned to play the game on. The Holo Machamp, Charmander, and Charmeleon were in it. Charizard wasn't. Was Ponyta in it? There was a bunch of other guys in it too, but they're so nostalgic to me for that. Hey, what's your question, Zebra? Is that your question that you think you had these? But alright, we got Charmander, Charmeleon, the classic guy, fucking Charizard. Charizard has a Pokemon power, which we can get into whenever we get him in play, maybe. Is type effectiveness a thing? Oh, Zebra, it absolutely is. So if you look down at the bottom by retreat cost, you got weakness, which Charmander obviously is weak to water, as are these two as well. And then Charizard has a resistance to fighting. So how it works is if they're weak to a type, they take double damage from the attacks. And if they resist it, I think they take 20 less. Is it resistance? Does it half the damage on that too? I would think. I guess it must, right? How much? What does resistance do? 30 less? It isn't like a half, right? For weakness, though, it is half. It's minus 30. So I mean, that's still really good. So even again, because Charizard is just fire type. But they do take the things from the game into account. Being a flying type, he would resist fighting. I mean, obviously, rock Pokemon are also under fighting in this, and he definitely wouldn't resist that. But they based this on that. So because even though he's just fire type, because he's Charizard, he resists fighting type. But then we got Growlithe, Arcanine, Ponyta, Magmar. There's 2 Magmars in this game, and this is not the one that I like. But he's kind of a homie, too. On the electric types, we got some Pikachus. We got a Pikachu, Raichu. We got Raichu, who is... Now, these guys are weak to fighting. Magnemite, Magneton, Zapdos in the fucking starter deck. With the chicken strips. We... Got a Diglett Doug trio. These were more of those weird CG cards. The Diglett CG card notable in the fact that he has fur. He's fuzzy. He has fur. And Machop and Machoke. We got some colorless Pokemon: Rattata, Eradicate, Meowth. And then we got our trainer cards. They already gave us a computer search. We're doing the first battle with just the original Charmander and friends. But we've got Professor Oak. This is a full handout. Discard your whole hand. Draw 7 new cards. Sort of a risk-reward one, because if you deck out, you do lose. But really powerful card if you don't have a good hand. Or if you only have like 1 card in your hand and you can draw 7 more. Pot of Greed. In this game is Bill. Lets you draw 2 cards. Classic. Just always been a strong card. I think they still print this in a lot of expansions. Like, it's not, maybe not the same as Bill, but there's definitely been a lot of different versions of Bill. We got Switch. This lets you switch your Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon without paying the retreat cost. Computer search we already went over. Plus Power. This gives you an extra 10 damage on an attack. So this is like kind of like an equip. There's not really like equipment in this game. But this is like the closest thing to equipment. But this only lasts for 1 turn, I'm pretty sure. This is like an X attack, I think is what this is supposed to be. Potion, full heal, heal status. And that's all we got right now for the trainers. And then we got our energies. Easy as pie to go over. Hell yeah. Let's get the hell out of here. A draw 2 is a +1. That's crazy, Sis. I didn't know about that. Why is it called a +1? Hey, I love this overworld. Look how cute this is. We got a desert out here. Cause you use I guess that's true. You use one of your cards to get to. For sure. We got the fighting club out here in the plains. We got the lightning and the rock club out in the desert. We got what house out here. This is the challenge hall, Poke Dome, psychic club. You got the fire club out here by this active volcano. And in the dark spooky forest, we got the science and the grass club. And then the water club is in the lake. How are they even playing Pokemon trading cards in a lake? They're gonna get wet, Sis. We're going to go to the Grass Club first, I'm pretty sure. Because, 1, the music in here rules. But this is going to be the easiest club for us to beat with the Charmander and Friends deck. And here we got, look, just like every fucking Pokemon, we have a rival, too. Ronald the rival. Getting the grass medal wasn't that hard. If I keep this up, I should be able to get the legendary Pokemon cards. This guy has a banging theme, though. This is a Bone Zone, I think. Because it makes me want to do like a little shimmy. It almost has like a light kind of to it. Not really, but like, look at how good the Bone Zone looks with it. It's you, 8 Stop. What are you doing? Are you trying to get the legendary cards too? No. Yes. You? The legendary cards? You fucking suck, 8 Stop. Don't make me laugh. I'll teach you what it's about. To inherit the legendary cards, you must defeat 8 Club Masters and get the 8 medals. Then you have to go to Pokemon Dome and defeat 8 Grandmasters. What if there were 8 Grandmasters? The Gauntlet. There's no way you can do it. Doesn't my theme fucking go? You might as well give up and go home, because the legendary cards are gonna be mine. I already won the first medal. You beat the Grass Club first, too? See ya, 8 Stop. Ronald's actually pretty raw. He's like pretty cool. Can I look at these or anything? Look at this nice Greetings, welcome to the Grass Club. This is the little Haru clerk. This club is for girls who love flowers. The Pokemon cards here are also beautiful flowers. She got a summer job here. All right, you guys ready for a fucking banger? What do I want this one to be? What about like Wario High Roller? What about like Swanky Adachi Wario? Oh wait, no, it's not here yet. You got to go into the club, I guess, first, right? Listen to this fucking little diddles. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. We don't need to go in here yet. There's always guys you can battle here in the lobby, too. And gift? Oh, I don't know how to do any of this stuff. I guess this is the card pop. I guess this is just like the, this is the Pokemon Center, kind of. But look at these cute little... Alright, I think we got... Do we have a homie hanging out here in the lobby? Look at this gal. Gal loves to gab. Only girls are allowed to join the Grass Club. We're not accepting applications anyway, so sorry. Only girls are allowed to join the Grass Club. Roly-poly Oddish. Oddish is so roly-poly and so cute. I'll give you this Vileplume if you give me an Oddish. What a fucking trade. I don't have an Oddish, though. She wants a low-poly Oddish, because it sure is. Brittany. We got it. Brittany's gotta be first, right? Taking care of plants is hard work. Let me rest for a while. Who? The Grass Club Master? Nikki? Nikki's out. I need a break. Do you want to play Pokemon with me? Yeah, do, Brittany. You're the iconic perfect first trainer. Nikki will come back, right? Once you beat all the trainers? I think you can fight this club first. Now, either way, we're gonna fight Brittany first. A single match with 4 prizes. I love the little artwork too. Shoutouts to Pixel, who recently did a bunch of like interpretations of what these characters look like. He kind of put his own spin on them too, which was pretty cool. But he drew a bunch of these in his own art style, like just portraits kind of like this. And he definitely did the Grass Club, I know. But we're dueling Brittany. Okay, guys, this song... Like I was saying when we started the stream, if you could be nostalgic for a song that you didn't, like, hear when you were a kid, if you could have reverse nostalgia for something that, like, that you did not experience when you were younger, this is it for me. This is one of those things. And again, I guess it really is just because it's, like, on the Game Boy, and it's a Pokemon trading card game, which I did know how to play. And it's just like a sweet little 8-bit tune. But this is one of my favorite like game songs, probably of all time. If you count this as a battle theme, which I would, this is one of my favorite RPG battle themes ever made. Is this normal duel song, and it's my favorite song in the game also. I just think it's so nice. All right. Oh fuck. All right, we got a good hand here. So we got a Bill classic. We got some energies, Growlithe, Rattata, but more importantly, we also have Arcanine now. Now Arcanine is going to take a little bit to build up. But let's look at Growlithe. I think he needs 2 energy to attack. Rattata only needs 1. We could throw Rattata out just for like, just to, just for like some guerrilla warfare, and then we'll put Growlithe on the bench. I think I'm gonna use my fighting energy on Rattata. Yeah, the soundtrack was composed by the same composer as Mario Party 3 and 4, and you can actually really hear it too if you know those soundtracks pretty well. Yeah, mouse warfare. And I want the flip here, though, because Rattata is a little frail. Yeah, so, I mean, it depends on which Pokemon you're going to try to evolve. A lot of evolved Pokemon, especially Stage 1s, will have attacks that are pretty fairly easy to build up. But, yeah, a lot of the time, if you've got a strong basic to put out in front, or even if you just have a basic that you could just kind of throw, or one that can stall or something like that, that's a good one to play first, and then do your evolving on the bench, and then you can like revenge kill him on the switch in, kinda. It's definitely a strategy. All right, we're fighting Rat Queen over here. She's got some cards on the bench. You bet if I just, you guys think I could just like while she's not looking, just yank this Oddish, and she wouldn't even notice? Do you think I could just and trade it to that girl for the Vileplume? Would Brittany really know? Brittany, you guys, Brittany's wild. She's a crazy one. Just wait until you see some of the shit that's in her deck. All right, so we're gonna bill right off the bat easily. Just because I want to get some more energies in my hand, see what we're working with here. This deck has the least amount of fighting types, so I think I'm gonna play that on Rattata. Oh yeah, I definitely, listen, I was actually there for, there was like one stream where Sizz started in the very beginning showing Ibuki Ha, and I was there. I think I raided in from somebody on that. And I remember him like trying to put it in the chat and not being able to put it, and then being like, then putting it and being like, hee hee. We're definitely enabling that when we get to Danganronpa 2. You can sort your cards with minus? I didn't know that. Actually, maybe I did know that. That's useful. All right, we're definitely going to do that now every time. Okay, so Rattata, I'm a big fan of, actually. He's only got 30 HP, which is very low. But he's got a colorless type. He's got no retreat cost. He's got a 20 damage attack for any energy type. I think he's really strong, actually. Like, as an early card, like, a lot of the time if I'm building a deck and I just want some more Pokemon in it, I'll just throw Rattata and Raticate in there like a 2-1 line. And just use them, because I think they're just solid cards. I think he also, maybe he doesn't, I think he resists Psychic too. Yeah, Psychic resistance too. A lot of the normal types have that. I guess it's more supposed to fall under Ghost, normal resisting Ghost. But, you know, there's no Ghost. Alright, Pokeball, if she wins the coin flip here, she gets to pull any Pokemon card, basic or evolution. But she's not gonna! She did. Alright, there's Ghastly. Yeah, that one is super cool. Yeah, the Pokeball is 3D. Alright, she's gonna attack here. This could kill. This could just take Rattata out. She's not gonna hit 3 of these, though. So in this game, for the what I think is cool about the Pokemon trading card game is the attacks. Again, unlike something like Yu-Gi-Oh!, which has a lot more depth in other ways. In this, because all the Pokemon have at least one, most of them have 2, like, moves they can do, and they all do different things, is what I think is really interesting. And the evolution, too, but those are the 2 things that I think are really interesting about this compared to other games. So there's a lot of coin flips, though. A lot of the attacks involve randomness. Maybe it's meant to simulate accuracy, but I think it's, again, mostly just because it's a game for kids. But we're gonna hope she doesn't hit 3. Okay, so we're not dead. I would love to not get hit by 2. Okay, that's good. We'll take that. Alright, cool. Did I put him on the bench? Alright, so I'm gonna start loading up Growlithe now, but I don't think we're gonna evolve him yet, right? I think we're just gonna see if we can get lucky here with Rattata. Because even if Rattata gets knocked out, we'll have enough energy to do Growlithe's attack. And he's not gonna get knocked out. Watch this. Meep. Okay, he is. Chewing! We'll have enough energy to do Growlithe's attack at least, even if... I don't remember. I think Arcanine might take 3 for his first move even. But it's not gonna matter. Okay, let's look at Arcanine though. Yeah, he does take 3. Alright, so we're definitely gonna put another fire on Growlithe. Now he can knock out here. And we got the Zapdos prize. There is no fucking way I get this thing in play in this game. I'm putting him on the bench though. And we're gonna have easy work against Oddish here because he's weak to fire. That guy is not weak to fire though. That's the Magmar that I do like. Alright, Stun Spore. I would love this not to hit. Okay, it did. We could evolve, though, and just get rid of it. I think that's probably what we'll do. Arcanine, I think, may have a recoil attack, or he has... A lot of the fire types, their gimmick is they discard energy. They're like energy-burning Pokemon. I guess just because it burns away, right? I'm putting Zapdos, and I'm putting Magnemite on the bench. But let's see what Arcanine's Flamethrower does. Okay, it does attach fire, but it will knock out Oddish. And it only takes 2 fire and 1 colorless, so I have another fire I could load it up with. So let's put the fighting energy on Growlithe. And evolve. Oh, we have 2 full heals also. We could have used that, but it's fun to evolve in our first match. Yeah, a lot of that's sort of the fire archetype in this game, is they can do a lot of damage with their attacks usually, but a lot of them have energy discard costs. All right, so here's the thing about Brittany. Brittany, where does it say this? I'm not sure. I don't remember, like, I guess maybe you can build their decks. Brittany's deck is called the Etc. deck. And the reason why it's called the Etc. deck is that even though she's in the Grass Club, she's got Ghastly, Magmar. I guess she has Tangela, but like the whole point of Brittany's deck is that it's just a bunch of fucking like she's got the true like playground deck. Just whatever cards you got out of the first 10 packs that you pulled. That's what she made her deck out of. All right. We'll put Rattata in play again too. All right. So I can only do 1 more of these. What else does what a takedown? I think this is the recoil one. 30 damage to itself. It is strong though. We could knock out, because I don't think Magmar doesn't resist fire. We could knock Magmar out with that. We don't have enough with Flamethrower to do it, but takedown would. So I know he's not gonna be able to kill me on this turn, so I'm just gonna pass. How many phases of the damage step are there? 1. I don't know what the damage step is, but I would assume 1. How did we learn it was called the Etc. deck then? Is that just like, does she tell you that or something? All right, and did I need, yeah, just 2 fire and 2 anything. Cool. So we've got enough to do this. I'll take 30 damage, but this is a lot to output on Brittany. And the thing about how you win or lose the Pokemon trading card game, I think really depends on how strong a start you can get. I think that's true of a lot of trading card games, but This one is definitely true of. If you have just a bunch of basics with no energies attached and you don't have like a game plan for what you're gonna do, that's how we lose games. And she's gonna try to stall out here and fail. I'm takedowning this Ghastly. I'm going to deal 50 damage to Brittany's life points, and I don't even give a fuck about my turn. Hiya! Hell yeah. 8 Stop took all the prizes, and that means 8 Stop wins the game. Okay, it's name of their deck when you see their portrait. Okay. At the beginning of the battle, is that what it is? I guess that's how you find out about, like, the I'm Ronald deck and all that stuff, too, right? I must have just missed it. Hey, we won! We won with Arcanine, which is cool, because when I was a kid, that was one of my favorite Pokemon. And it still is. He's still in the Hall of Famers. He maybe has fallen a little bit, but, one of my all-time good old classics from the old days for me. Mystery. All right, what are we gonna get? Who thinks they can predict the rare? What are we gonna pull? What I think is fun about watching playthroughs of this game is you get like, you can grind for cards, and maybe I don't know, maybe we would, but I kind of think it's more fun to just play through the game with the cards you get, because then it really feels like it's like your own adventure kind of. It's like a Nuzlocke even kind of type vibe. We'd have more we could build if we did more, like did pack grinding. But I also think it's fun to just pull on its own. All right, let's see what we got. All right, Raichu. So this is cool because we have some Pikachus. This is the other Raichu. This one's from the Fossil expansion. I think the Raichu we have is better than this one, I think. But I also am nostalgic for this one because I have the card for this one too. He's a little cutie. So this Raichu only has 1 attack, 4 electric energy cost, or lightning, I should say. And it's Giga Shock. 3 of your opponent's bench Pokemon, and this attack does 10 damage to each. If your opponent has fewer than 3 benched Pokemon, do the damage to each of them. I guess that means like you just put the 10 on whichever ones then. But yeah, 1 retreat is pretty good. Could be fun. Dratini. We got Nidorina. Do I have a Nidoran? Brittany had a Nidoran. Primeape. I love this one. Energy removal. This is good. Fuck you, Drowsy. Yeah, Drowsy, you're fine. Oh, and an Oddish! Alright, we're definitely doing that trade then. And we got a water energy. And another Nidoqueen. Well, we could eventually start going for a Nidoran line. Nidoqueen's possibly best attack is fucking boyfriends. Which if by possibly best attack, I mean in theory, very theoretically best attack. Does 20 damage for each Nidoking, a 2-stage evolution in play. It's probably not gonna fucking happen. Wild. But, you know, if you want a good 40 damage, possibly, you could use that. This is not a good card. I love the Jungle Nidoking. It's one of my favorite cards in this format. But not this one. But we do have that Nidorina, so we could fuck with Nidoqueen. Omastar. Just wait till you learn about fossils, you guys. Those things are fucking crazy. Lickitung. This is a good card. When we start doing our own decks, we're definitely going to put this one in. Rhydon. Paris. Cutie. There's... Oh, the Nidoran! Nidoran does have a good card where if you've got other Nidorans, you can search for Nidoran, and this can be female or male. And the Nidoran male is another one of my, like, heavy hitters. He and Rattata are sort of the, like, great value haymakers, I think, of this game. Nidoran has an attack where if you flip a coin, you can either do 30 damage. It's 1 energy. You can either do 30 damage or no damage. And, listen, It's pretty fucking good. But yeah, this Nidoran female does have a decent setup if you want to try to make boyfriends work. Because you could call for family. But you're never going to do it. You want to duel me, Granny? I love the young people. There's no greenery in here, lady. There's 2 plants. Date, look. A Terraphila camellifolia. Date, look. Paris. Abba likes the bug cards the most. Alright. Do we want to keep... I think we'll do a couple more duels with... Let's maybe beat the Grass Club with Charmander and friends. And then we'll probably do that before the end of the stream. We can make a deck. Let's get some packs, too. Heather. Aww. Master Nikki is out right now. Where did she go? That's a secret. Let me see. If you defeat me 3 members of the Grass Club, I'll tell you where she went. How about it? How about it, Slick? And she gives you a little... She's very, like... She's the more, like... She's the more, like, elegant one, I think. I don't think she does wha-bam. I think Brittany definitely wha-bams. I think Heather's the elegant one, but she has, like, a little, like a ski hee-hee side, kind of. She does, like, a hoo-hoo-hoo. With the Kaleidoscope deck. All right, 8-stop. Can we get maybe a more interesting duel? Aww. Well, who do I want in play? Oh, we got a couple basic Pokemon here. Let's see who would be best. Pikachu can attack right out the gate. I think Charmander also can. This Ember doesn't. This one does take an energy cost. Which on Charmander, I think we probably put him on the bench and just kind of maybe start working him up. And then we got the Game Boy Meowth. Now, this is not a card from the actual trading card game, but this game has some of its own unique cards. And a lot of these do things that you could only do in a video game. So, Game Boy Meowth has Cat Punch, which does 20 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon at random. Obviously, I mean, I guess you could roll, again, you could roll a dice, I guess, but that's not a thing in the trading card game. But in this, because you can do random, a lot of these Game Boy cards have that. But it's 20 damage with no weakness or resistance applied. I don't think... Do any Pokemon... Do the Psychic sometimes resist colorless? I don't remember. Not a lot of Pokemon do, though, if any. But that's 2. I think we're going to start with Pikachu. We've got 2 Lightning Energies here we can play. And we'll put Charmander and Meowth on the bench. And then we'll go. First! Yes! I got the luck of the draw. Yeah, we should have checked it with Brittany. Okay, my hand is just energy. Ah, fucking Porygon. What do you do? This is... Defending Pokemon has a weakness. Change it to a type of your choice. Other than colorless, obviously. Change Porygon's resistance to a type of your choice. But it doesn't have any attacks. I mean, I guess you would do this and... Does Porygon have a retreat cost? It does? This thing is truly useless. We should build a deck around one. Alright. I'm going to put this on Pikachu. I think this other attack he has, Thunder Jolt, I think this does damage to me with a Tails. Okay. But Porygon only has 30 HP also, so... She better hope she gets another basic Pokemon in play this next turn. What do you got, Heather? Oh, she's billing. She's desperate. Oh my god, she has nothing! Bro! Bro was on to nothing! Who let her play? Hey, Heather. Yes. Thank you. Ba 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 ba. Owned. We should duel her again just to get more cards. What the hell? She says a curse here. And she goes, oh no, Mother will be so displeased with me. I can't believe I could lose. Look at this Pikachu is a little homie. Look at this. Everybody loves the old chunky Pikachu, but this chunky Pikachu especially looks like he's like made of dough. He truly has no neck. Ooh, another really strong card, Kangaskhan. The most defining feature about this card is it is a draw slave. Fetch for 1 energy just lets you draw a card. You can use this every turn. Its actual attack is also pretty strong. 4 coins, 20 damage each heads. But it costs a lot of energy to build up. But again, you can just... This is 90 HP, and it's a... Again, this is... So... They eventually sort of remedied this, and then they sort of broke it again down the road. Pokemon has always had this issue where the strongest cards in the game are usually basic Pokemon with a lot of HP and strong attacks. So Pokemon that don't evolve, like Kangaskhan. Some of the most iconic ones from Gen 1 are Hitmonchan, Electabuzz, Scyther, Lapras, Mr. Mime, Mewtwo. The Pokemon that you can play for free that can just do powerful things without having to build, which is sort of lame because it sort of runs completely antithetical to how Pokemon should work, which would be like evolving and building up your guys. But it's sort of a thing. And there's still Pokemon like that now. Like there's, the EX or whatever they are now, V or VMAX or GX or whatever that you can just play. But for those, I think you take if you knock them out, you get more prizes. So at least there is a trade-off. But not in this game. So Kangaskhan is a good one of those. Is that Brazil? That just means it's a basic Pokemon, is what the Brazil means. This is like an up and a 1. This means it's a stage 1. And then the up and the 2 is a stage 2. We got Nidorino. They want me to make this Nidoran deck. They want my ass to use boyfriends so bad. I'd do it. Nidorino, cool. Another Kadabra, that's cool. Another Arcanine, that's interesting. Nidoran! Boyfriends is on the table! Pokeball, Diglett, Goldeen, Magnemite, and a Grass Energy. Yo, good job, Sis. I got a little worried about that Gauntlet by the end. I was a lot higher level than those guys, but they have strong Pokemon. We got to build the Ran deck. We're doing it. Ooh, Pinsir, another strong basic, though definitely not as strong as Scyther. He's pretty cool. Paralysis Chance. This one's just a strong attack. Okay, got another Kadabra, another Nidorino. We don't have an Alakazam yet, but we also have definitely Kadabra's pretty good. He's got Recover. Yeah, the Goodra I was worried about, and Super Psy 50 damage is pretty strong. He doesn't have very much HP, but neither do I, baby. I need to practice more. Maybe don't run a deck that has 1 Porygon in it, Heather. What are you, crazy? I did not fucking do the inverse house. No thanks. All right, here we got Kristen. Are you looking for Nikki, the Grass Club Master? Well, she's out at the moment. Would you like to take care of the plants? We could duel with cards if you prefer. Let's duel next to the flowers. That'll be so nice. Hey, Kristen. Get ready to christen me the winner of this duel. Don't take me lightly, because I am a girl. She looks nice, huh? Kristen looks like she plays for, like, the tennis club. She aims for the ace. She's the star player on the tennis team. Oh, I forgot to trade for the Vileplume. Dang it. Did we get another Oddish? I'm definitely going to do it either way. All right. Okay. Our hand is a little thinner. Again, Rattata turn 1 is so tempting. I think I'm going to do it again. We'll put Pikachu on the bench. And we've got a bill that we can use. So that'll be good. We got some energies too. Guys, this song is so good. I literally, like, sometimes I just, like, listen to it. I never, like, you hear it so much in this game. I never get sick of it. All right, we're going first again. Damn it. All right, Kristen. I'll let you serve this time, Kristen. Oh, Lickitung. Oh, and she has the Game Boy Tangela, too. This is, Kristen might be a, Kristen Wall, possibly. All right. I would love this not to connect. Okay, cool. It's all about this little walk down, this song. It's all about the little, like, second verse where it has the, like, the harmony line in it, and then the little so it's just so smooth. Hey, Pixel, good call. Thanks for coming out. All right, so we got a potion, which is good, because Lickitung can only do 10 damage on its own. Now, Supersonic, this will confuse me, which is rough. But even if we get confused, we can always heal that damage off. So I feel pretty good about that. All right, let's... right now we got an electric and... or lightning and a colorless. So let's do our fire energy. And Raticate again is going to be dishing decent damage here. we got to get some damage on this Lickitung. Okay, God, she's getting... All right, Kristen has a strong start. I really need this not to hit. Oh, fuck, okay. Now, do I want to use my potion here? Oh, we have 2? Okay, if I have 2, I think I will do it. And we'll put a lightning on... We could build the Meowth. 20 damage? He's going to be putting out more than Pikachu. But again, we can stall this out a turn. I think I'm going to build Pikachu. And we're going to potion here. We're going to keep Rattata alive. I'm pretty sure you can't retreat if you're paralyzed. That's another benefit. Let's try it, actually. Yeah. Another benefit of the status ailment. I think also if you're asleep, you can't retreat, but you can if you're poisoned, I'm pretty sure. She's working on building Gloom. But that's fine, because I need to build some of my guys up, too. Hi, VOD Pixel. Alright, Magmar is also a decent option. I'm definitely going to put him on the bench. Alright, but we've already invested in Pikachu. Well, Pikachu can still attack with 1. What does Magmar need? Needs fire energies that I don't have. Alright, this is, again, 30 damage is the best thing we can do right now, so I think that's what we're going to focus on. And I'm just going to hope that one of these paralysis misses. This is definitely a play style of this game. It can be fun to do, but it is also a little, like, it definitely feels like it drags some of the duels down for sure. There's Charizard. Hey, Charizard. There, yes. Okay. And I'm going to pop this on Magmar. And you know what, Rattata? You are my strongest soldier. I'm keeping you in the game. If I can get one more of these 20 damages on, then Pikachu can knock out Lickitung. I've got one more chance. Whoa, Isaac. Alright, cool. Magmar can attack now, too. He can definitely do 30 damage. So that's... I'm probably going to play him then once Rattata's gone. And the good thing is he will be strong against Gloom, so I think he will probably be the one that we want to put in. I would really like to get another chance here to attack. That's going to be big for us. Oh, Jesus. Alright, so some Pokemon pretty much only evolved Pokemon, and by that I actually think I mean only fully evolved Pokemon, Stage 2s. Some of them have latent abilities, kind of like effect monsters, I guess, in Yu-Gi-Oh!, but you don't have to flip or anything, called Pokemon Powers. which are they're not attacks. You can just do them during your turn, usually at any time. And Vileplumes is heal. Once during your turn before your attack, flip a coin. If heads, remove 1 damage counter from one of your Pokemon. Can't be used if Vileplume is asleep, confused, or paralyzed. Which stinks. I guess she's probably going to use it, right? Let's hope we don't get a heads here. Okay, good. Some not fully evolved mons have them. I'm trying to think of one. Okay, cool. All right. Bet. This is good. I got a little more mileage out of Rattata. The other thing we could do is we could retreat. Rattata could do it for free. Actually, well, I just don't want to get stalled out is the thing. But we wouldn't lose a prize if we did that. I don't have any energy in my hand, right? No. If we had one more, that would be great, because I could use Flamethrower and knock it out. I'm just worried about... Well, here's the thing. If she's got this chance to... do... to heal 10 damage every turn, I think it benefits us to just be doing as much damage as possible. Because this will be a 2-hit KO no matter what, even if she heals the damage, but Rattata would just be losing a prize for no reason. Oh yeah, Ammonite and Kabuto definitely do have them. But they're sort of like mystical. They're kind of their own thing, right? Alright, well, I'm paralyzed. But again, as long as we're good next turn, we're still good. They're giving me too many Pokemon here. Is there anybody I want to put on the bench? Maybe another Rattata? Not really. I've already got one in play. I mean, I guess this is probably not bad to do. It's just we don't need them on the bench, really. Did she even do her heal? Was it just once? Shouldn't she be doing that every turn? Does that Pokemon power only do... Can you only do that once in a duel? What does this do? Once during your turn before you attack. Lady Kristen? Am I misunderstanding what that card does? Okay. Is it a hard once per turn or a soft once per turn? It seems as though it's a hard once per turn. Shoot, what do we want to do here? I think I'm actually just going to save this fire energy. I don't want to put it on in the event that Magmar gets spammed out. But if she brings Vileplume in... Let's see, how much is... Flamethrower... Is that what his other move is? Flamethrower would kill. As long as he can get an attack. Does this have energy on it? 2. Ugh. Ugh. We might lose. I'm gonna keep the fire energy for now. And hope to God that this thing does not paralysis stall me out. Okay, cool. Maybe now she'll do it. Maybe she was being honorable. She was giving me the old tennisman's try. Alright, so this turn I'm gonna put this on... Who needs it? Cat Punch could be funny. This is any Pokemon. We could knock... What is the other one she has in play? Tangela? It would take 3 turns to knock that out with Cat Punch. Ponyta can attack with any energy type. I think I'm gonna do that then. It's again another 20 damage. Okay, you're gonna take this guy out. Jesus Christ! And let's hope that this Vileplume doesn't get another grass energy on it. Okay, whoo! Alright, we're still in. Kristen, her deck's not as good as she thought it was. Oh, fuck. Whoops. I totally blew it there. I did not mean to do that. I'm not rewinding. We needed to put this fire energy on Magmar. Well, whatever. This is still going to do 60, and so any of our other 20 damage Pokemon will take it out. Maybe it's better because that would have burnt one of my fire energies, though I think I have enough to do it again, right? Yeah, we're fine. Okay. All right. I am going to put that on Magmar, but I'm just going to keep fire punching here because there's no reason not to. All right, so this was a little scary, but fortunately, Kristen did not get the energy she needed to fuel that Vileplume. Now this Tangela can do status too. I actually really like this Tangela card. The first deck I ever beat this game with was it was a very build heavy deck, but it was Gengar, Nidoking were the two lines that I ran. And basically they were the only lines that I put in the deck. But there's also those are also two lines of 3 evolutions. So that's a lot of evolution to do. But I also ran a bunch of grass and psychic Pokemon, and I love these Tangelas just because they're very stally. All right, fuck off. I guess I wasted my fire energy there because we're definitely gonna get knocked out. Is there anyone I can evolve? No. But Ponyta can do 30, right? Yeah, Flametail. It doesn't have any... Well, do I have another fire? Fuck. I think I'm gonna bank on that. Alright. Magmar, you did us good. You got us through the scary zone. Ugh. Doesn't it have poison, too? I think Tangela also can poison. This is another one of the Game Boy cards. There is a normal Tangela too, but it's not as good as this one, I don't think. Okay, more lightning. Put Magnemite on the bank, I guess. Oh, fuck! What? Jesus Christ. Oh my god, so many of these are gonna play. Rinslet, thank you so much for the 20 gift subs. Wow. that is generous. Thank you. Good morning. Welcome to being awake. Let's look at the names we got in here. Yo, Alab, we got Slim, PTM, Narusonic, Buddy Bro, Lunching Around. Parker Luck, Kingo. Hey, Rizzlet, thank you so much again. Welcome to the stream. Some classics in there. Oh! I need to make the text bigger on that. The alerts are like... they look weirder on this this other layout that we have too. Yeah, this... I knew we had a poison one. It honestly would have been better for Tangela here to paralyze us. Because that would have at least stalled out the game. We're just going to win here. What a kind soul. Hey, Rinslet, thanks again. I keep saying it because it was so many gift subs. But I really appreciate it. And look, we won. We won from the power of the gift subs. And we also won because I activated Flaney card. That's how 8-Stop wins all his duels. And then until Weevil throws... What if Weevil Underwood would say goodbye to Flaney and he threw Flaney in the ocean? She had a fun adventure down there. All right, as the subs continue to roll, Kristen lost. I guess this is for you. Yo, I think this is the coolest looking pack. What does the Flaney card do? It's an insta-win. The Flaney card instantly wins the game. Yeah, she becomes a Little Mermaid Flaney, and she swims back, and then Yugi uses her again later. It's not like Exodia. Ooh. Oh, I love this card. I have the holographic of this one, too. This one in the original card game is like, it's like a the holographic background is like a rainbow. The holos, all right, maybe it's just me, but they some of them look really fucking cool now. But for a long time, the holos did not, like, never looked better than they looked in this first gen. They had this really, really cool, like, star pattern, like star foil on them. That they were just like incredible. They were so glistening, so magical. And then later they kind of went more to just like kind of a metallic, like a, you know, gradient kind of thing. But the star holos for the Gen 1 Pokemon, that's where they were at. Hey, thank you, twerking alien. Kaiba's a Flaney fanatic. Yeah, I think so. I think... I was talking about this when the stream started, how funny I thought it was to imagine Kaiba getting, like, you know, like, mind crushed by a Flaney. Revealing the Flaney card, and Kaiba like, Gah! Like that, like, you know, when he gets blasted away. Alright, what else do we got? Ivysaur, Wartortle, look. This is pretty crazy. Kakuna, Pidgey. I thought Pidgey... Pidgey... Oh, no, wait. I think Pidgeotto and Pidgeot are rares in this game, possibly. Pidgey is weird. I never use this card. Bellsprout. This one's cute. Eevee. Oh, cool. We got an Eevee and a Flareon. We're like, listen, it's basic, but we're definitely building an Eevee deck at some point in this. I think this is the only Eevee deck that we're gonna... Or this is the only Eevee and evolution that we have, but we're doing it. There's 2 versions of each evolution. Oh, cool. Here's Gengar. Again, I was talking about how when I originally played the game, this is one of my guys. Because his Pokemon power is called Curse. This, once during your turn, you can move 1 damage counter from any of your opponent's Pokemon to another Pokemon, even if it would knock the other Pokemon out. So what's cool about Gengar is that you can put damage on... Like, you can do this from the bench. So you evolve Ghastly while he's just chilling on the bench. You can use Gengar's Pokemon power to move damage off of the active Pokemon of your opponents and just target the bench. So if they've got basic Pokemon sitting on the bench, which are usually like 40, 50 HP, usually most... You can just chip away and knock those guys out while they're not even on the field, which is so nasty and so cool. And my favorite thing to do is pair it with Nidoking, who has he's the only card that has Toxic, basically, which is poison, but it does, I think it does twice the damage. So you're putting a lot of damage on the active, which you're just moving off of them every turn onto their bench. And that's the deck that I won the game with when I first played the game. And I'll always be fond of this Gengar because of that. A Hand Trap. Oh, okay. Super Potion. This heals more, but you have to discard an energy card to use it. I think this is worse than Potion. Look at this Cuta. Cuta, Weepinville. He's got a little bird on him. It's Debella Ball. Darul. This Butterfree, alright, this one did not translate super well to the game. This is a beautiful card in the original one. He's like in a flower field. Because the cards in this can really only use like 4 colors. Like they have like black, white, and then like 2 colors they can do. I think they do a very, like an admirable job. Like look how nice this card looks. They do an admirable job shrinking them down to the game, but some of them that are really like vibrant do lose things. Got another Eevee. Like this Eevee card also, he's like prancing around in like a flower field. And in this game it's brown because Eevee's brown. Caterpie, hey, we got our Suri Freeze! Starmie. Ghastly with the Gengar. They've been giving us good lines. Look at these fucking lines. The Pokemon trading card game is fun, but so is taking care of trees. Scotch. Nikki's visiting Ishihara's house. Maybe you should go meet her there, since she's late getting back. Hey, why don't we? I'm gonna save first, though. Did I do it? Okay. Alright, let's go see him. So, Ishihara, I guess this is a good one to do first. He lives out here. And, you might recognize him. You've definitely seen this guy's face before. He's in a lot of the Pokemon Presents. Yeah, Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. He's in the game. And this is his house. I think sometimes he trades Pokemon to you. But this is Nikki. She's here today. Yeah, I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. I am Nikki, the Grass Club Master. You were looking for me? Oh my, I'm so sorry to have kept you waiting. Yeah, he's here to tell us about the updates to the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games. I was doing a little research. I assume you would like to duel? I only duel at the club. Sorry, but could you meet me there? Okay, bye Nikki. Kita. I love the little sprites. I like that it just looks like a... In some ways, it's... in some ways, I think it's worse looking than the old Pokemon. Like, there's sort of like a... Maybe just more of like a... Maybe it's this weird, like, sliding run kind of thing, which, I mean, it's great that you can run, but there's some things about this game that make it look a little more budget than, like, a real Pokemon RPG. But then there's also things that the fact that there's only, like, 4 houses or, like, you know, 9 or 10 houses in this game, like, environments, they can make them a little more detailed. But I like it. It's so nice, Again, nostalgia for a game you didn't have when you were a kid. But again, I did know how to play the Pokemon trading card game as a kid. Question of the day, I guess. Do you, or had you, did you ever know how to play it? Did you know how to play it when you were a kid? And if so, did you learn from this game? I think Kingo said he learned how to play this from this video game. I learned how to play the Pokemon trading card game with my mom. I think I probably got that starter deck of Pokemon when I was 7, probably. I must have been, like, again, it was 98 they started coming out. So I must have been, it was probably a little after that. I must have been 6 or 7. And we got that starter deck, we split the deck, and we dueled each other. She read the instruction book and taught me, like, and helped me learn how to play the game because I didn't know how to read that well. And I always knew how to play it ever since then. Which kind of stunk being a kid because most kids I knew did not know how to play the trading card game. A lot of kids I knew collected Pokemon cards, but it's just because the cards are so pretty and, you know, you got to catch them all. But a lot of kids I knew didn't know how to play the game. So it was kind of a bummer. Most of my childhood I played with my mom. But you know, eventually I played it here and there. I kind of went through when I was this is like a boy thing, I guess. When I was a little bit older, maybe like at middle school, like, you know, 11, or not middle school, but like late elementary, maybe early middle. Me and some of my friends from my neighborhood, all of whom liked Pokemon. I knew these motherfuckers still liked Pokemon, but it was kind of like the point where you were maybe a little too cool to like it. So Gen 3 was the gen that was out at that time. And at one point, one of my friends was like, Gen 3 sucks, but the old games, Gen 1, that's where it was at. Like, we were like 10 or 11 and they were saying this shit. But I mean, I liked that game too. So I was like, yeah, Gen 1 was better. Like, just wanting my neighbors to play Pokemon at all. So we got back into the old games, and we also busted out our old trading cards and actually played a bunch of duels and stuff. And it was a lot of fun. Like, again, it was one of those things where maybe it wasn't very cool, but we were, you know, not telling the girls about this, but we were going back and forth to each other's houses playing Pokemon cards and stuff again. It came back around is what I'm trying to say. Once we were out of being really young and everybody just liking it genuinely, we were a little on the sly about it, but I played more games of Pokemon with my friends sneakily when I was like 11 or 12 than I did as a kid, for sure. But I didn't care. They were my friends, and I just wanted to play the game. I was never too cool for it. Look how nice Sakuta. I was never too cool for it. I just wanted somebody to play with. All right, you guys ready for another banger? Boss theme. This is also kind of a skeleton bones on. All right. This song definitely does get you pumped for the game. All right, we have no energy cards in our hand. So what shall we do about that? I think all of the Pokemon we have in our hand have at least one retreat cost. Magnemite, if we draw a lightning energy, could attack with a chance to paralyze. So that could be good. Zapdos would be a good sponge, but I don't, like, he would be good to build up if we can. And his retreat cost is 3, so if we get him in there, we'll never get him out. We will totally lose him. Now, we've also got this Pikachu Raichu line, which is a little tempting. We might actually want to build this instead. Because this one you can build up with less energy. What does this do? Okay, this is prevents all effects of attacks. The female rangers in X and Y to slit my throat. I love that for you, sis. Machop could also attack with a fighting. He has 10 more HP than Magnemite too, right? Let's put Machop out front. Hope for a fighting energy. Even though there's less of those in the deck. There's also not very many. This is a fire deck, by the way. And I have 3 lightning Pokemon in my hand. Alright. Let's just put all these fuckers on the bench. Might as well, right? We got a potion we could use to stall a little bit. I don't think they put enough energy in these starter decks, is like the big failing of them. For all the different lines they want you to do. Or all the different types. Alright, and I would love a first here. Okay, cool. Just give me a fighting energy. That's almost what I wanted. Let's put this on. Who are we building? Well, this is tricky now. Is there a... No, right? Well, again, she's got Oddish, which is weak to fire. So is you, and... Whoops. Magnicute is also. Alright. Then, in that case, we're going to build Ponyta. I don't even think Rapidash is in this starter deck. These starter decks are not that good. They give you something to work off, though. We'll mix it up after we beat this club. I still forgot to trade for the Vileplume. You motherfucking stun spore fucks. Okay. Not helpful. If I get a fighting energy, I am going to play it on Machop. Where are we going? Well, we're getting lucky here when we don't need the luck. And then as soon as I am able to attack, they're going to start landing. Alright, so Ponyta's able to be played now. What's Oddish's HP? 50, right? Yeah. I don't even think I need to use my potion. If we get a fighting energy or something, I will. And then I'll heal it. But I think for now we might just sack Machop. Ugh. Ugh. Nikki, come on, Nikki. She's like, I know what you did to Heather. She just built that Porygon deck. She was so excited she got that card, and you made her cry. Now, feel my vengeance. This is interesting, too. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. This is going to help me stall longer, but I think I need to get on the offensive. I don't even know if I want to do that. I mean, again, we could do more building, but I'm just wondering how much it's gonna do. This guy. Okay. Number of energy. All right. Ugh. I want to use that Exeggutor card. That's cool. If I get one fighting energy, we'll keep Machop in play. Maybe this might be a stupid move, but whatever, man. Sometimes you can, if you're both trying to build and they're building faster than you. Here we go. All right, I'm eating my words here then. Yep, I'm eating my words. Yep. I'll keep them in for a minute. If we can get one more fighting energy, maybe I'll evolve him to Machoke. Because this is still decent damage. How do they taste? They taste like lemon. Because she's gotten so unlucky with these paralysis. Alright, will Machop be the little chop that chopped? Do I even, like, do I want to put that on Pikachu? Or even Magneton is in this deck also. Alright, Machop. 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 If he can live one turn. Why are you putting... I guess she probably has Venusaur in her deck. I was like, what? She's putting so much grass energy on the Bulba. Even though Exeggutor has a move that he gets a chance for 20 damage with more energy. Oh, Steiner. Alright, you know what? Bet. Will Machoke choke? The Machoke choke? Oh, this is not going to do any damage anyway. Karate Chop's gonna do 10 damage. I don't know what the hell we're doing against fucking Nikki today. I forgot what that move did. The Machoke Cope. Maybe she'll deck out. Decking out Nikki. Alright, Gloom. He's hitting the woe. Alright, so Karate Chop will now do no damage. Alright, it was Cope. Macope. I forgot we should have built Raichu. What did I put a lightning on? Magnemite? His other move, Self-Destruct. I think I'm just gonna keep Magnemite with the Thundershock chance. We'll start working on Pikachu. Macope. But the cool thing is Ponyta will still knock out Gloom. What is she going to pull here? Maybe Venusaur? Stage 2 from your hand on the matching basic Pokemon. Oh, this is the you skip the middle stage one. Okay, Venusaur. Oh, okay. Venusaur Energy Trans, which is probably transfer, I guess. One grass energy card attached to one of your Pokemon and attach it to a different one. This is always a cool move. Classic thing for like a starter guy to get. Okay, that's a terrible attack. I don't know why you did that. I mean, I guess it killed me, but wouldn't I have... Did the poison move do damage? No, that was just a guarantee poison, right? All right. This sucks. We might lose here. I should have been... What I should have... There's the fighting energy. I should have started building Zapdos. It was kind of dumb to not. Because we had a bunch of lightning energies we could have used. I think I'm going to, right now, work on Pikachu, though. Because one more energy he'll be able to attack. I'll take the knockout here. I don't think... What does Venusaur have? He's not got enough for Solar Beam yet. And even with... I guess he could take one of these grass energies. I don't know if she'll do that, though. This will kill, though. Yeah, and we're going to have to... It's like Triple Triad says. We're going to have to give her the cards. All right, any energy I would love. Okay, great. What are you going to do, guy? She's stalling. Oh. I didn't know you could just move any grass energy. That's crazy. All right, maybe they won't land though. We're still in it. Still in it. Fuck. We almost lived. Are you familiar with Crazy in Love by Beyonce featuring Jay-Z? I'm familiar. I've dabbled. Alright, but this is fine. I've still got options here. A goo. This is good. Okay. Now, we're probably not going to get 3 lightning energy on Raichu to use Thunder. What does Zappy Boy need? More than that. I don't think I even have this many lightning energy in the game. I don't think that's possible to do. But because it doesn't matter for Raichu, let's just put the fire on it. Alright, now we're in this game. Because if we can hit some of these agilities, we can stay in. I need to hit this though. Yes, okay, cool. We're hanging on. With wheels on the bus. My friend is at her concert tonight and she played the song and that man did not join her on stage to rap. Maybe he was busy. Okay, cool. Alright, well, do we want to do... Do I have another lightning energy in my deck even, possibly? We could... Oh no, I would need to sack 2 for this, right? We don't want to do that. And one more, he could do Thunder. That does damage to him, though. Zapdos needs... He's been at every show? That sucks. That's a rough concert, then. You were at... I was at the one concert where Beyonce didn't bring Jay-Z out. That's a bummer. Oh, I'm trying to... I've got choice paralysis right now. Because if we can't build Zapdos, then Raichu's the best bet we've got. But again, this is not a good attack. Oh, oh, okay. Your friend was at every concert and Jay-Z... Or Jay-Z was at them, but he didn't get on stage. Well, you know, whatever. Isaac, you made this unclear, not me. I got what you mean. Jay-Z was at every show, and Jay-Z did not get on stage. Alright, now what are we gonna Jay-Z do about this shit? You know what? I don't think we're doing, like, we're not doing great in this duel either way. I'm building Zapdos. Maybe we'll just... Look, clutch this. I only need to hit it 2 more times. And even then, we've still got a chance to live this egg bomb. Big egg explosion. Alright, now give me something I don't need. Okay, that I do need. Anything that's not energy, I will take, and then I'll computer search the Charizard away. And whatever else we draw. Oh, fuck. Okay. We gotta live one of these big fucker attacks. Venusaur, what are you doing? Oh my god, he gave him another chance. But look, this is a cool deck. This is a strategy, at least. Alright. Alright. Heart of the cards, baby. Okay, 20. Oh, if I was her, I'd be livid. 40. Alright, we lived that. She needed to hit 2 more. That's wild. Yes! Okay. This isn't hell, Usopp. That's not what even Usopp even says. This isn't hell. We can still go back together. Lightning energy. Fuck. Oh, Switch is pretty good. this guy. This is a stall. I don't know why she's doing this. She's just going to lose more prizes to me. Give me a chance to build my zap. Okay, now fighting energy is useless on him. So I'm going to discard it. I'm going to computer search and ditch the fighting energy and ditch Charizard. And take that lightning energy, baby. Alright, Zapdos can attack. The day is saved. Now this is not a great attack even, but it does 60 damage. And Zapdos has... I wish it would show me how much HP he has in a number, please. 80, right? No, 1, 2... I can't even see. 3, 4... 90? 90? We could switch and just do that and go for the knockout. I don't know if I want to, though, because I want something to deal with this Venusaur. But this thing can't even attack. She's got 1 energy left. She threw. That Exeggutor missing all those big explosions is a rough deal for fucking Nikki. That was really, like, she should have won. She should have had that. That was really brutal for her. I'm just going to try to start taking cards here where I can. Okay, this stinks though. Is this... Yeah, it's gonna be able to poison now, right? She's oaking again. Your deck's looking a little low there, sister. I guess she's probably just thinking she can finish it though. Okay, but we can still knock out Gloom. It would be awesome if we didn't hit ourselves. But again, I just want this Zapdos to come in and disrupt. Thunderbolt would have been awesome. We could even, if we were feeling really crazy, take the SD. Because I think, like, again, I don't think we have enough lightning energy in the deck to like, get this 60 damage move on Raichu. And it's not even very good. His best thing is that first move he has. Alright. I'm going crazy town on this game. Alright, heads please. Alright, well, we still live a turn here. Right? We take 10 damage to the poison. Alright, there's the Venusaur out. Which can't attack. So it's going to take 60 damage for no reason. Oh, no! Fuck, I forgot it was every turn, not just on your turn. Okay. That's fine. I think I'm going to do it. We are going balls to the wall here. This is what the game is all about, baby. Well, we might as well just throw some Thunder Shocks out here to get started. Maybe Magnemite will defeat Venusaur. Yeah, it is weird, right, Sis? I guess it's they don't want the ice cave to be right there with the ice town. It's a lot of ice. But it's weird that there's an ice cave and then an ice gym way later. Alright, I'd like another basic Pokemon would be great. Ooh, plus power. We're gonna save that for Raichu, I think. I'm gonna put that Magnemite on the bench. And I'll put an energy on him. Alright, just gonna keep doing this. If I can get this thing to... If I can somehow do 60 damage to Venusaur, I am gonna self-destruct. But she seems to be out of energy. And she's running low on cards, too. In fact, what we could even do... I don't know, I don't feel worried about it anymore. We were in a really scary spot. Like, that... I can't be understated how much that Exeggutor whiffing like 6 of those 8 explosions really meant. Tough luck, Nikki. Really bad. Really very bad. We take it, though. Oh, Doug Trio. I'm never going to get that in play, but it's fine. They put so many Pokemon in these starter decks. Alright, so if we do 10 more damage, we could knock out with the explosion, but I don't think I'm even gonna. I think I'm just gonna chill. Because she has no energy. She has no good car ideas. Watch, she's gonna deck. Oh, well, there's a grass. Okay. Fuck. Alright, now I can do Solar Beam, right? Dang it. Alright, we're not out yet then. She was playing all that energy. I should have self-destructed. We needed the big dam. I still think we're okay, though. I think we're fine. Alright, this is really useful. I'm definitely gonna build that. I'm gonna put the plus power on Raichu. And we're gonna do the 30 damage agility. And it's gonna hit the heads. Oh no. Still fine though. Because right now Venusaur has all the grass energy on it. This is really gonna come down to it though. This is crazy. The Nikki duel is a slugfest. Okay, that's very useful. That would have been really useful a turn ago, but I guess with 60 power it doesn't matter. Alright. Oh, she only had one. Oh, no, I have 2 left. She has 1 left to take off me. Okay, which starter am I picking for the ORAS, Nuzlocke? You're picking Mudkip. Why? Because he's my favorite one. Alright, this is really good. Alright, we've got the cards we need to win. Because I have a full heal for this, so Ponyta doesn't die. Which I'm definitely going to use. Put that on Magnemite, even though it doesn't really matter. Alright, play that. Oh, did you... Okay, if we Flame Tailed, we would kill, right? Okay, so we're good. Okay. Alright. Woo! Were you guys paying attention or are you podcasting this? That was a crazy battle. That was wild. Nikki lived up to the Clubmaster name. We made some dumb moves a little bit. Macope was definitely Cope. But with invaluable contributions from Raichu and Zapdos, and even that little Magnemite that could, we managed to keep our lossless streak running, baby. Nikki finished the game with 7 cards in her deck. She had a strategy, though. Again, that Exeggutor would have killed us if not for my insane pace. If not for my super luck ability that 8-Stop has. There is a trainer and there is a Clubmaster in this game that regularly decks out, but it is not this one. We'll get to them. Oh, I lost. Well, you are truly skilled. Maybe one day we'll inherit. I think the whole Grass Club is fucking destroyed. In my mind, when the Pokemon battle on the cards, they don't like come out in battle, but like force like things happen for sure. The Grass Club is fucking destroyed. 8-Stop had to stay after this and help them like repot all the plants and the trees and stuff. Maybe one day you will inherit the legendary cards. Please allow me to give you this grass medal. Hell yeah. And take this too. Ooh. Okay, can I get something good? Well, who are we saying we wanted from this? Oh, well, it wasn't Mr. Mime, but I will take that. This is another one of the really strong basics, mostly because of this invisible wall ability, which makes any attack that does more than 30 damage not affect Mr. Mime. Which is not that useful for like early game, but once those evolutions start coming out and like again the strong basics come, Mr. Mime is actually really invaluable, because he can just shield damage. And then this is also a good attack. Yeah, speaking of a guy who decks out regularly, he runs this for sure. This one's good. Classic. Look at your top 5 cards and rearrange them as you like. Sort of like not as good as Professor Oak or something, but it burns less of your cards to use. We got Golduck, Weezing. This is the Game Boy Magnemite. Remove all energy cards attached to all your Pokemon and randomly reattach them. Is pretty funny. Onyx, he's also kind of good. He has 90 HP for another, again, a basic type. He doesn't really do anything, but he's a good wall. I like this Doduo, actually. I actually like Dodrio, too. I used these guys last time I played. Venonat, Coughing. Alright, we got Coughing and Weezing. I didn't get an energy? I guess maybe you don't always get one from these. Ooh, Poliwrath. Golbat. Marowak. This is the... Oh, did I already say that? This is the Magmar I do like. I think we have 2 of these now. I think we're going to stick with Fire and maybe take, like, the fighting types out of the deck. When we start rebuilding for now. And we'll put some different Pokemon in. We'll put these Magmars in and take the other one out. This is also a good card. Because I think you search for this. You have to win the coin flip, but I'm pretty sure you search for that. This sucks. I don't use this one. Cute. Alright. My duel with you was... And he's like, wait. Quite fun! And they both, woohoo! Please allow me to duel you again. Hey, anytime, Nikki. Except I'm probably not coming back here. I'll come back for the song, though. And because we're in the Grass Club, let's take the spoils of our glory here. Let's trade Vileplume for an Oddish. Why not? Statistically, we have a better chance of getting more Oddish than getting a Vileplume. And I would use this card the right way. Not like how... Who had this? Once during your turn, flip a coin... Maybe she lost the coin flips. I don't think she even tried. Maybe it doesn't show the unsuccessful coin flips. I don't think that would be the case, though. Normally it does. It didn't have a status ailment. Why didn't she use this more? What was she cooking? Do I have any other Oddish? Oops. No, that was our only Oddish. I'm sure we'll get another one, though. Okay. Another thing you can do once you beat a club... This might actually be before you challenge the Club Master, but you can get card packs from Dr. Mason, too. I have some information for you about Nikki's deck. Too late, guy. She's the master of the Grass Club. Be wary of Exeggutor's big explosion. And that would have been so nice to know. He must send you this as soon as they become, like, available to fight. Or maybe when you beat their gym trainers. Use your fire Pokemon to knock out Execute and Exeggutor at an early stage. Yeah, I wish. She got Exeggutor and Venusaur in play. She should have won. Nikki would have won. That's the hashtag. If we were gonna do a raid after this, which we aren't because there's nobody live, the raid would be Nikki would have won. Nikki Truthers. We could raid our chicken life with that shit. We're not gonna do that. I was looking to see if like Sarah Key or somebody was live. Oh, okay. I bet this contains no fire Pokemon. Oh, we got the bad Magmar. 3 computer surges? And a Nidorino and a Kadabra. They're feeding me some of these guys. Did it have a lot of fire Pokemon? The weakness of grass Pokemon. Wink. I hope it did, Dr. Mason. Shut the fuck up, Dr. Mason. 8 stop. All right. Jesus. Listen, I told you guys this was going to take... I told Pixel. He thought it would be done in 2 streams. We talk so fucking much on these. But I'm having so much fun playing the game. I love the game. That was an exciting duel, didn't we think? I was on the edge of my seat, certainly. I don't know who will fight next with this fire deck. Because our fires are... Let's see. I mean, we definitely won't fight the water club. I think most fire types are weak to water. We could... I think one of these guys you have to come back to later, I think. Is it fighting? I think one of them won't challenge you until you've got enough master medals. So we could always try the lightning club. That's the other one that uses the same cool club theme. Maybe it's the science club. Is this the one that's blocked off? I always fight this one late. This is always a late game one to me. We could even go battle the fire club if we wanted to. Science isn't blocked off. Oh no, it's the psychic club is the one that I'm thinking of where this is the one that has the guy that decks. We could do science. Do we want to do science next? And then at this game, at certain points throughout this game, there are battles with Ronald too. But I think the first time he appears to battle you is after you've got 2 medals. So I don't think Ronald, like we don't need to worry about Ronald yet. Look at this too. The science medal is like a bio monster here. It's pretty raw. Futaba's the clerk of the science club. Welcome to the science club. This is for technicians and who love science. Ski Bart nerd. The Pokemon cards here use those with the power of science. Boop. All right. Do we want to like make a deck or something? I don't think we want to fight any more guys. I promise the ball will be rolling a lot faster in the next session. I think we'll at least get 2 clubs down. Because they start going by for sure. And this is all that's in the game. There's not dungeons, I made that up. But let's work on our deck a little bit. I'm gonna save first. The one thing I wish was a little bit better about this game is the deck building is a little clunky because they like what you would hope you could do is just build however many decks you want with the cards you have available. But I guess the game wants you to, once you've built a deck, have that be like, I don't know. Basically, you can't, like, if you have like this certain pool of cards, you can only have them in one deck. Like we couldn't make 2 different decks with like different cards and just like equip one versus the other. And so because of that, how I play the game is all I end up doing is just keeping one deck and just changing it over and over and over. I think you can save the decks you make, I'm pretty sure. So if we dismantled our deck and then went to the deck machine or the deck save, I think you can do it like that, but I usually just modify our own deck or just change it out. Alright, so what were we saying we wanted to do? I'm going to take the fighting types out. Just because, I mean, again, we don't even have... Like, this is not great. Macope. I don't even like Machoke. The lightning Pokemon we could keep, or we could run, like, something else. One of the things that you hear a lot in Pokemon is people will be like a 2-1-1 line or like a 3-2-1 line. Basically, you kind of want like you want to have the fuel you can use to get to a stage 2 if you end up wanting to do that. So 2-1-1 is sort of like the bare minimum that you'd want. And then you can kind of customize it from there. But I don't think we'll do 3-1-1 just because that seems a little silly. But We got some other good stuff we can do. I'm taking this Magmar out. I'm putting this Magmar in. We could get higher with fire. Go Flareon. We could do that. Yeah, alright. Let's put in Flareon. The Ponytas are good. Yeah, these guys, you really only want one of these, unless you're gonna boyfriends or something crazy, which you would never do, but hypothetically correct. Yeah, these guys are like your, again, like if you were building like a competitive deck, like this would be like, I mean, it wouldn't be the win con, but this would be something you're looking for. Like one of the few decks that really ran evolution in the early card game was Blastoise. Because it has a good Pokemon power. So, like, they call that Rain Dance. And so you would be waiting the whole game to, like, get Blastoise. Keep Squirtle alive or on the bench or something and fishing for this. So you want to run more of your lower level, or your earlier evolution so you can get to it. You probably only run one of these. Or two, maybe? I don't fucking know. Alright, do we like this? Let's... What do we got for colorless? Put Lickitung in. We were gonna put the... Let's put 2 EVs. Because even Eevee is, like, kind of good. So we can use Flareon now. We got Lickitung. We could put another trainer, too. Could do Ditto Queen. I could get it out pretty easily. We only have one Nidorina though. Pinsir. I'm just thinking like, what if we took the Lightnings out? Or we could just put more of these guys in. I could put another Raichu. I don't really like the Game Boy Magnemite. He seems completely disruptive to your own side. He seems like not complete nonsense. This Zapdos, I don't know if we necessarily need. I mean, I guess if the thing is, if we're gonna keep these lightning Pokemon in here, we'll just put more lightning energy in the deck. We also have all these psychic types. We could actually do like fire psychic colorless and put some. We could even put like an Abra is not good kind of, but we could put like a 2-1 of Abra and Kadabra in, or even like a 2-2 or something crazy. And we could put in Mr. Mime too. I'm doing that, kid. I don't know how good this will be. But let's do fire and psychic. This is kind of science, right? In the science club, I think it was Sis asking this. They kind of have different. I think it's 4 max of a card. I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, you can only have 4 of one card, and I think that's for any trainers too. Any Pokemon or trainer. I think I'm gonna put 2 of them. Or put in Mr. Mime. Yeah, what's up, Nav? And am I gonna use this cope-ass Drowsy? Slowpoke is not good. I mean, if we're gonna put Psychic Energy in the deck, we might as well, right? He's got Confusion, that's kind of good. Or we can just put more colorless Pokemon in. Okay, let's do that instead. We wanted Lickitung, right? Do I want Kangaskhan? Fuck it. And the Eevee. I think this is probably about what we want. We'll keep these guys. Keep Ponyta. He's strong. We'll take good Magmar. We'll take Flareon. I think this is pretty alright. Yeah, we did get Dratini. I would absolutely love to run a Dragonite deck. or like run Dragonite in a deck, but he's so hard to get because I'm pretty sure Dragonair is also a rare. It might not be. It might be an uncommon. But even Dratini, like, rarely are you going to get a basic Pokemon that is, unless it's like Lickitung or one of these sort of stronger ones. Rarely you're going to get a basic Pokemon that's not a common. And even Dratini, who's part of a 3-stage line, is uncommon. He's not very good on his own, but Dragonite is cool. Maybe we can get one. Alright, gonna get rid of the fighting and lightning energy. I might even, because the fires burn so much, I might put a little more fire energy in the deck. And we'll put some psychic. Usually I like to have about half the deck be energy. But we might put a little more in just to kind of help us. Because we have a lot of Pokemon, actually. Like way more than you would kind of normally put in. We actually have a lot of Pokemon. We might actually take some out. I don't need this Meowth. We'll take him out. And is Kang, like, overkill? All he really does is give you draws. I'm taking him out, too. He's good. Like, he's probably better than Lickitung. But I'm kind of trying to make this a little faster. Alright, we'll put... That looks good. Alright, and then we might actually... Well, maybe we can put one of those lines back in. Let's see what else we got here that we want to do. Energy removal I kind of like. Take one of those. Pokeball normally is solid. Pokeball is normally a good card, but we have so many of these computer searches that even though this has a downside to it, I might just put another one of those in. This lets you search for any card. But do I want 3 of them though? Let's put 2 of those and put 1 Pokeball. And who did I have in here? Kangaskhan? I can put him back. The Madman. Alright. This is a wild deck. I don't really know what we're doing with this. But this will be the deck for next time. This is 60 cards, right? Yeah, they go to your discard pile. That's what this... There are some cards that access discard, but I think the only one that's in this game that does it is recycle. Which you can take a card out of your discard and put it back into your deck. There might be other ones that access it in some way. But yeah, there's a graveyard. Let's take... Hold on. Let me take one of these psychic energies out. I'm putting that other Magmar back in. Again, it's not that great of a card, but like, you know, strong basics, they're always kind of pretty good. Yeah, there is a revive card actually, and that lets you take a Pokemon out of your discard. Yeah, it literally is revive, like from, you know, it's the item revive. It's like it looks like a little star. It's actually kind of cute. I think that one is also a rare. All right, do we want to rename this deck? I always like to. Let's call it something cool. What if we called it like... Well, what's in the deck again? Kind of a bunch of dog shit, maybe. Fire and Psychic. What if we called it like PK Fire? I always like making up names. If anybody has a better name, though. The Carry deck? Oh, I kind of like that, actually. But we can't just call it, like, Carry deck. We could call it, like, Pyrokinesis. What if we called it Carry? Do we want to call it Pyrokinesis? Heart of Fire, that's raw. I mean, we could make a cooler Fire and Psychic deck than we have right now. This deck is just kind of like, I get kind of bored if I'm playing with the original one too long. It's not very good. We don't really, like, the Psychic types are just kind of in there just to have another type in there. Alright, we're making it, though. Pyrokinesis. It exists. Alright, and I think that's going to take us through the stream. Early game, you gotta do what you gotta do. Pyrokinesis check-in. Wait, hold on. You get a lot of slots for these. Can we... Hold on. You get a lot of characters in this. Can we make it Pyrokinesis check-in? I think we can. So stupid. Pyrokinesis check-in. That is the name of the deck. It looks like Pyrokinesis check-in. But I like the dash. It would be way... Maybe the dash could come after the sis and before the check-in. Pyrokino. Good job. Hey, we made a new deck. Next time we'll get to use it. For now, though. There's these videos. I don't know if anybody else. I don't know if anybody. Pyrokino Sizz check-in. I don't know if anybody else likes them, but I've been kind of addicted to them lately. I think they're, what is it? Is it called Oscilloscope? There are these videos where there's one person on YouTube who does them, where they take old game music and they'll break it down into the channels. And so like they'll show you like the wave channel for like each, you know, like square wave and then 1 and 2, or, you know, like for Game Boy, that's how it is. There's 4 sound channels on the Game Boy. And they'll like break down like, here's the line that plays on all 4 of these, and then they'll like start putting them together and like then show you the whole song. And I've been addicted to these. They're so cool. And the Game Boy ones are my favorite ones because I'm always so impressed by how composers for specifically this, and also like NES too, how they would use, like really use the whole animal, like get as much as possible out of those 4 channels. Sometimes they'll put melody on like a rhythm channel, or like some... What the fuck? Jimmy Buffett died? Oh my god! Jimmy! This was the wrong thing to bring up right now as we're exiting the stream. Oh my god. Rest in peace, Jimmy. Oh man, I'm gonna have to finish the fucking playlist now. Damn. Pokemon trading card game killed Jimmy. Hey, that stinks. That's a bummer. Oof. What was I talking about? Alright, we're all going to Margaritaville. That's crazy. That is insane news to get right now. Will was wild for this one. We're gonna all have to make a pilgrimage to that Boston Margaritaville to hang out with Zebra and, you know, pay our respects to old Jim. Margaritaville, Boston, 2024. We could do it 2023, even in the heart of winter. Who's with me? Guys, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, go look up. It's called like Oscilloscope or something. The best ones are the Game Boy ones because they did crazy shit on this console to make songs. But it has the battle theme from this game and like some other good stuff like that. That's all I was trying to say. Just trying to chew up some time before the end of our night here, gamers. And it is the end of the night. Whoops. No, shut up. This was a wild session. We talked a lot, but a lot of it's just reminiscing or just fun, good old nostalgia, good old stuff. And we got we sunk our teeth into the game. We could go talk to the people in the lobby. I just don't want to duel anybody. I guess you can neglect or turn down a duel. We could do it. All right, so we got Specs. I get so involved in the trading card game, I lose track of time. It is so fun. That's why I'm playing it again in the same year. Do you know Ishihara? He lives in the house on the Cape to the northwest. I want to be like him someday. These are the fucking nerds. I'm going to give everybody in the science club a swirly. That's how 8-Stop rolls. Don't disturb me. I'm in the middle of a very important experiment. If I use Ditto now, this will happen. And we got old man. I don't understand science, but I understand Pokemon. I lost. Ishihara won't like appear now that that guy said something about him, will he? Let's see if he's in. Now that Nikki's gone. Look, here he is. Hello. Welcome to the Pokemon Presents. Today we've got a lot to share with you. What? No. Oh. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. I love collecting cards. I see you also love Pokemon cards. Please come see me again once you've completed the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games. We must trade sometime. If you're playing with the cards, please read some of the books. Hey, Ishihara, I don't need that shit, but thank you for the Pokemon Presents. That's crazy. All right. Hey, we talked to the guys. We'll go back and see Ishii. I think he trades you some things or something like that. Gamers, do we... I'd rather just exit with this nice song and outro with this. Hey! A lot going on today. Hey, it was a big one. First session of the next playthrough. Again, we're back to knocking them out. I'm gonna finish more Weird Champ Fridays today than more Weird Champ Fridays this year than ever before. Wario, we got a little lost in the sauce with Wario, but we're back on track here with the shorter games. And I hope everybody had fun. We had some good duels. We had some laughs, a few burgers, some beers. Hell yeah. Rinslet, thank you so much again for the basically 100 subs. Basically 1 million subs. Thank you so much for the 20 subs. And also Nitrum for the resub. And Zabrag for the raid. We'll be back on Sunday with more Persona. Persona! It's going to be a blast. I can't wait to get back to that game because we are nearing the end. And next week, me, 8-Stop, Yugi, and Flaney will be right back here on Friday with more trading card game. Peace out. Have a great weekend. Have a happy Labor Day if you have the day off. Rest in peace, Jimmy Buffett. I'll see you next time. Bye.